I don't know, James.
I'm blind.
Why are you asking me these
I just
questions?
wear a hat. It makes it better.
Bing bong, bing bing bong, bing bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong, bing bing bong.
Are you able to take that image? Wait, go back.
What? No, that image has the IGN thing. Why would I steal IGN's image, James?
Go back. Let me see it.
That's literally IGN's whole thing. That doesn't work.
Fine.
Yeah, sorry for your loss, buddy.
Oh, dude, we're live.
The thing's live now. Put the post up.
I'm still making it. Come hang out with Oliver, Noah, and James.
Oliver, Noah, and James.
Nice. I'm first one on the list.
Well, I figured it's easier. Go backwards.
Should be Oliver, Noah, and I since you're making the post.
Yeah, but TCGU's making the post, not me. So.
Okay, James. Now this is the one time you're like, I'm not TCGU. Every other time you're like,
TCGU.
I am TCGU. See what I mean?
But
Case in point.
you gotta make TCGU seem separate from me.
Oh, guys, guess who's live right now?
Yo, that's insane.
Is it
No
us?
way.
Yeah.
Crazy. Give me one sec. I gotta pull up the IGN thing on here so I can read it from here. But the Facebooks aren't logged in. So it's kind of hard. Also, is this connected to internet? It is connected to internet. Nobody's signed in. I don't really think it matters if somebody's signed in or not. Hey, as we're getting started.
All right.
It's
Let me
22, right?
let me pull up the list.
Yeah, it's yes, 22.
Hidden Hope set list.
I just got the link from Noah.
Coming out with Oliver, Noah, and James as they going over.
As they going over.
Huh.
As they go over.
Going. No, I like going over.
Like they're going married.
Yeah.
I'll keep it if you want me to.
No, don't do it. We're not
As
that
they go
bad.
over the FFTCG Opus 22 Hidden Hope set list.
Yup.
It's all garbage.
You haven't even seen it.
I've looked at it.
Shh, don't validate him yet.
I'm gonna give him some validation and let him decide. I'm gonna be real honest.
Okay,
though.
I need this link.
Alright.
Send
Can somebody?
it to? Yeah, I'll provide it to.
You can't send it through Facebook.
Can't you log into your own Facebook?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a crazy thing.
You gonna put it in chat?
Is this it? It should be it. Boop. Cool.
Yeah.
And then I can just go on here and click on it as soon as it pops up.
I bet you could have just typed in IGN. FFTCG Opus 22.
You haven't sent.
I did try the IGN thing. For whatever reason, it's always hard for me to find. It's just how it is. Is this still going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it?
We have
Wait,
it on
hold
a delay. You're fine. It's going.
Yeah, but the chat isn't showing anything on here.
We have it on a delay.
The delay can't be that big.
It's like 30 seconds.
Raise my hand. Okay, but the
Okay, now it looks like it's.
see, that's what I'm telling you. I think it's just us, honestly. We're just spazzing on here. Close this out.
How long since you restarted it?
This, I just cut it on.
How long since you restarted?
Oh god, that's gonna appear in the thing. I forgot the chat box was there. Woo! See, it's a good thing we figured these things out now instead of later. I'm still not on the right screen. I love it. Chat box.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take that off from here.
Yeah.
And recenter it for later because that's important. All the chat will be in through here. Cool. And then I can click on this and we're good. Heck yeah, I'm in.
Nice.
Hey, can you do me a super huge favor? Because I'm kind of stuck in here. Can you go grab my drink?
Wow.
Here, no, I'll do it. So that way you got press in front of the camera. Where'd you leave it?
It's on the white table in the living room.
Whatever James said. Ooh, my cabbages. My cabbages! You know they, in the live action, they got the actual cabbage guy back?
Hashtag not sponsored by Broncos.
Sponsored by Bronco. Just kidding. We're not.
Don't do
But
that.
if you do wanna,
Also, Canes, I'm looking at you.
honestly, Canes or Broncos, what are you feeling?
Hey, can you go get me a Post Malone? Now I feel like I'm out of the loop.
If you had to choose Canes or,
I'll
if you
get
had
you.
to choose a sponsor, Canes or Broncos.
Canes.
I'll
It's
get
more
you.
recognizable.
It's chicken, so Noah would obviously choose Canes.
Wow.
I can feel the deep-seated hatred. It's not February, but you couldn't wait another month.
Yes.
It's just been 1 month.
Do you want me to go get you a Post Malone cup so that we can put your Broncos cup inside of it,
No,
and then you're drinking
that would
it?
be funny. Actually, can we please? Don't grab whatever you guys have though. I think there's like 2 other black ones. Or no, there's another
white one.
There's another white one. Okay, are you set? Do you have your post up yet?
Working on it.
James, I'm waiting
I
on
have
you
to
for
find
this post. My guy.
I had to copy the link.
Well, for anybody who is tuned in now or decides to tune into this later, hey, look, there's a fat chocobo that's getting reprinted. I think it's really funny they're reprinting this fat chocobo, considering
This
chocobos.
isn't part of the review, but
Yeah, well, considering chocobos aren't being played at all right now, and I don't think anything in the set is really showcasing chocobos to go.
no one will ever know.
No one will ever know. How will they know?
Unless they were here in the first 5 minutes of live stream.
Yeah, right. But no, I think this fat chocobo. I mean, it's a legend, which I get is why, but I just don't think this should have been the card to be picked.
It's already been reprinted, and the card's not as relevant, so
It's
it just kind of
so
feels
not
bad.
relevant right now, which is the only issue I have with it. Honestly, I love the art of the card and everything else. It's just not relevant.
I'm fine with them printing less relevant cards as those legends.
I guess so. The prices aren't super nuts.
Prices don't go skyrocketing, and people aren't trying to like scalp for them either. Right?
Okay, fair.
So like, somebody pulls this, sick, $20 card. It's still a full art, still harder to get. If you like chocobos, you're going to buy it. But it's not going to come out the pack like $50, $60. And
that's
then,
fair.
depending on usability, climb or drop immediately. In like
Can I also, while we're going through this whole thing, hey, people who are watching or aren't watching, can I leave you in charge of the mouse and keyboard for that computer? While I use this to pull up cards.
Oh, you mean this thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
So all you really have to do is just click over.
Yeah. Are we going to stop and go, or are we just going to record all the way through? Then, if you want, are we going to put?
We're just gonna go through what we can.
Okay, give me.
Why?
We could start if you.
Well, I
want.
have a full thing. You know. Next card. Can you click over? Oh wait, actually, hold on. Oh, nice. Don't worry about clicking.
Okay, I'll keep it just in case.
So next card is the Chaos is getting reprinted 11 CP Chaos, which I think is really soon because that was up to 16.
Yep.
But
I
guess
think this is a reprint we didn't need.
I don't think we needed this. I don't
16
think
is
this
a
card,
very easy.
This
get
card
to
doesn't
set.
see as much play anymore as it used to, and I think
It's
it
still
only.
very. I think it's gonna be very good this next format.
I don't know how I feel about that yet, but we'll see.
I think it
every deck's at
depends
least
on
what is showcased. I think against Wool 7, I think it's actually really good.
And Wool 7 is gonna be very popular, and so is just Warriors of Light.
I think Warriors of Light it's really good. But we'll get to that. So yeah,
So thematic.
I think Chaos is cool. I think the biggest issue I actually have with this card is that your opponent can just give you a dummy dude, and if they get rid of the dummy dude, then like Chaos is just kind of meh. Like in my opinion, he's only good when you whittled their board down to like 2 specific things they don't want to get rid of, and they have to choose one.
I think it's just really good right now because of Arc. That's it.
I mean, yeah, free casting Arc is nice,
Arc
but
is,
the issue with Arc
is the
that,
reason. I know JP plays him right now. JP, one of the main decks that gets played is this, for the reason you believe it to be played, which is
next one, Sephiroth. That's the final legend that they're reprinting. I'm gonna figure out how to do the whole mic situation here as I'm going about all this, with all this stuff in front of me.
This one I also think we didn't need.
I'm okay with this though. This
what
is
set's
a
this?
set 18, so it's really close.
It's another.
It's not needed, but I do say this is a card that sees a lot more play, so a full art of it's fine.
I wish. Here's what I wish it was. I wish it was Zeramis if they wanted to reprint one of the ones from that deck.
Zeramis?
Yep.
Interesting. Why Zeramis?
Because Zeramis is just as played as that card,
Fair enough.
and it's older. Obviously, they just
I
reprinted
do think a
it.
full art Zeramis would be nice.
Obviously, they just reprinted it in the new anniversary box. But I think that's what we needed most was reprints of cards that are a little harder to get. Not something that just came out in like the last 3 sets.
Fair enough.
It's the same way I feel about the reason I feel about Chaos. Chaos came from set 16. 16, in my opinion, is the most available set. But it's also the easiest set to jump into everything the game is doing right now outside of Limit Break.
Because Suarez was in 16.
So all raises in there. Crystal started in 15, but got their real big foothold in 16.
Plus, we already got all the backups back in.
And you got all the backups back in through 20.
Yeah.
So like 16 gave you all the good stuff that we like from Crystals outside of just a couple of pieces, but everything good came in 16.
Yeah. That's fair.
So like Chaos is I think Chaos is like a money grab for them. You don't need this.
Okay, cool. I'm making sure that the stream is showing the actual card that I have. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to finish the post now. So.
You're good. Keep working on that. Do whatever.
It's more
post
of
it
having conversation and making sure I get everything where I want it to be.
Full kickstart off. 3, 2, 1, clap. Hey guys, welcome back to TCG University. It's me, Noah, here with
James
and Oliver.
I won't steal it from you anymore. We're going to be going over the general set review, or doing a set review for Opus 22, Hidden Hope. Oliver is the one this time that has not seen any of the cards. Me and James have, especially me.
I've lightly gone through them. I didn't like heavy go through and read, but I went through and read.
We went through more than he has.
Yes,
sure. I think the set's interesting, but we'll kind of break down into it.
I'm a little lackluster on it, but maybe I could be pulled away if somebody has some good points on it.
Usual rating scale we do is 1 to 5. 1 being this card is not playable. 5 being this card is
card's not
busted.
Ever.
I will state. I'm going to say like 3 and 4 for me are going to be cards that are really good in their specific like niche form.
Sure. So let's go over let's talk about 1 through 5 then. 5 is it's going to be good by itself with other things, and everything is going to be played in.
Sure.
4
even if it's not playable right now, when it finds its foothold, it's going to be amazing. Even if we want to talk about right now, we can make it a 4. But like 4 is it's amazing in its archetype. It's really good by itself, but can't win games auto by itself. It's very good to hold games, but doesn't just like auto capture the game.
It's not a piece that fits everywhere.
Yeah. But it's very good in whatever archetype it plays in, or at the moment when it comes in. Like Demon is a very good thing for me. I don't think that's a 5 because it does always do something, but it just does it once. It kind of just sits there and it's easy to take care of. It's only 9K. Why'd you look at that weird?
Don't worry about it.
And then 3 is just like it's mid.
It's very usable in its own archetype.
Fine.
Yep. And then 2 is like
2 is it could be neat in certain combos, could be useful, but is overall just kind of going to be overlooked. And 1 is just going to be absolutely just unplayable. I'm going to let you know there are 6 of them in this set, and I'm going to point them out every single time.
That's fine. We can go through that. I'm okay with that.
There are 6 in my brain that I know are going to be. I'm going to say every single time.
I've only heard inklings of cards. I haven't really like.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys ready? Well, you're still doing that.
I'm still getting the
first card of the set. Orin. Orin's a 2 CP fire backup.
Good start. Good
start, dude. 2 CP fire backup. Category 10 Guardian that has back attack. One of my favorite keywords in the game that I wish we could make a full deck out of still. When Orin enters the field, choose a forward. During this turn, the next damage dealt to it by your opponent's summons or abilities becomes 0 instead. And this gives me very KH Orin art vibes, which is really cool because I like the Kingdom Hearts style. It's Nomura's art, which is why it's Kingdom Hearts style.
No, it's more of I had to read what it did exactly. In my opinion, I think this card's so good. I think this card's very, very good, but in the wrong color.
In the wrong element. Thank God you said it. Oh my God.
Like, here's the thing. This is really good in fire. I'm not gonna say it's not, but the problem is, nothing at 10 wants to play that in fire. 10 kind of likes to stick outside of a couple of things like playing Braska and Eject. It doesn't need Orin to go into fire. Honestly, if they could get a Braska and Eject that isn't those two, they would play the other two, which is just wind water. The only reason you play Braska is because it's a very good card under 10, and the only reason you play Eject is because it's a very good card under 10. Outside of that,
otherwise 10 would be
doesn't
primarily
want to
wind
play
water.
fire.
Yeah. I think if
here's the thing,
there's a good chunk of fire 10 cards
here's
too.
The other thing too.
Like
this card's, in my opinion, by itself, this card's really, really good because this is the same reason I play a 2-drop Shiva that does the same thing. It just says you target opponent plays demon to do demon thing, and then you go,
nah,
bip, doesn't deal any damage.
Yep,
it's perfect. I think that's a nutty ability.
I think it's cool because it's a back attack. I think the 2 big issues I have is 1, it's a backup, and it's a 2-drop. So like you almost want to play 2 drops as soon as possible, and this just feels a little bad. So you got to hope that your opponent's ready to just immediately try to ping things. And then 2, it's under fire. I don't think fire cares about defending things from being pinged as much as fire does the pinging.
No, but it's not a terrible backup in fire either, though. It gives you some protection.
I mean, I guess, but like fire, it seems like the way you deal with fire more so is just straight up breaking things or negging them down.
We'll get to it. There's a lot of some cool samurai support in here, though he's not a samurai specific. it gives samurais a piece to protect Tenzin and to protect Cyan.
From pings.
Just pings.
At
Just
least.
like auto, like somebody's counters with like a demon or counters with like a titan or something. You just go, no.
Okay. Oliver, what are your...
Well, I like how they worded it because it could have, if it was worded badly, this card would actually be garbage. So it's not saying when it's targeted, which is really good. That's already a really good thing for the card. I think it's going to be like a 3. It's going to be mid. You can play as a cool like piece depending on like meta changes and stuff like that. It's all going to be meta defining if this card's going to be like going to go from being 3 to being 5.
I'm going to... Can we restart in like a half a second? 2 people have called me in like the last 5 minutes that normally don't.
Oh.
James will be back.
Hello?
That was Sam.
Yeah.
Again, hello.
Yeah.
I
I
think...
think
You're fine.
if you're playing this under Guardians like 10s, why aren't you just playing the other Orin? Because the other Orin just does what this Orin wants to do, and it's a lightning rod in effect with it, so like it's fine at that point.
There's so many Orins.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think the 2CP Water Orin is just the better one, especially because
And
it
it's
says
also-
when he dies, you draw a card if you're playing it under a Guardian/Summoner deck, or anything that includes those on board,
So
which I think is really good. I'm just going to put this down here now.
I think this is like more of a tech piece for like different decks, like decks that are more multi-element. So like is fire's your secondary color, this card's like really good because it's just an answer to like for some secondary color. So if like you're playing fire ice, if they're gonna start pinging you because mono fire probably gonna be prevalent.
Oh, this is so funny. Hold on. Okay. It doesn't say choose a forward you control. It just says choose a forward. Do you want to know the funny haha? It stops Magisa for a turn.
Oh yeah, true. That's funny.
Oh, did you hear that, James?
I didn't die.
You almost dropped his mic.
I didn't die,
You hear
though.
that, though?
This stops Magisa.
This stops Magisa. They're like, I'm going to ping Magisa. You're like, no.
No.
Maybe not. That's so good. That's actually kind of funny. That's like a waste of resources. That's the word on their end.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Orin's a
I'm gonna
solid
let you
3
know,
for me.
the phone calls were important. It's very upsetting.
Orin's a solid 3 for me.
Yeah, I'm saying 3. I'd say if he was water or wind, I'd say he's a 4.
Next one?
If there's a way to get him off the board to replay him, I'd say he's a 4. But by himself,
No, none that I'm aware of right now.
the only way you could do it is like Garland, like pop him off or something like that.
Next one. Red Mage. Who's taking this one?
I am still doing post stuff.
I can take
cool.
it.
You're taking the next
2-drop Red Mage, multi-playable. It's a backup. Tap, choose a forward of cost 5 or less that gains this forward cannot block until the end of turn. Pay 1 tap, discard a fire card, put Red Mage into the break zone, choose 1 forward, deal it 8k. Man.
I honestly, generically fine.
It's fine.
Here's the reason, right? It does base generic fire things, which is discard a card. So it's pay 3, break a backup, 8k something, fine, whatever. We're not afraid of doing that. And 8k is fine. And 8k isn't a good amount of ping. But tap to just say a 5 or less can't block
It's pretty cool.
is really nuts.
Yeah, I think this will see more play in
And
decks.
it's multi-playable, so you can play 3 theoretically. You can play 3 and just go, hey, 3 dudes can't touch. But like, it's also a standard unit, which will matter for later things. But honestly, I think this Red Mage is fine. I don't think it's too gross. I don't think it's garbage. I think it's
putting it
pretty
at a
middle of the
2.
pack. Explain.
I'm putting it at 2 because it needs to find where it's supposed to go. Like Fire right now has a lot of really good backups that it's already trying to play inside of its own kits for everything that's really
Fire needs
playing Fire.
faster backup build.
It does need faster backup build, but it doesn't want to give up on what it's trying to do game plan wise.
I think it just depends on the Fire deck you play, but yeah, I agree. That's fair.
The pieces it wants, this has to find its spot. Like there's not like it. Honestly, tapping to not let a 5 drop or less block is pretty cool, but it needs to find this deck that needs that. Something like a deck that's not able to get over certain things.
Oh,
I think-
so like Roadrunners.
I think Roadrunners is a great deck for it. Roadrunners is super small, can't get over all the big stuff. You just say big stuff can't do things.
Yep.
I think it's going to see, like the Orin before, it has to be in a multi-element deck. It's not going to see it in Mono Fire because Mono Fire only really wants to do its own thing. You're going to see it in a multi-playable deck that you're just like, hey, like James said, it needs something to like get around stuff.
Kit Killer says pack filler for pre-release. Honestly, I don't disagree.
That's not. I mean, they're doing a very good job of having pack filler for pre-releases.
We'll talk about that. we'll talk about pack filler.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I think me and you are thinking the same cards, and it's very frustrating.
We'll see when we get there.
Okay.
So yeah, next one, guys. Hiya!
This one you said you wanted me to read.
Yeah, Ayame.
Ayame, 2-drop Pictologica 11 Samurai Forward. Fire, obviously, we're in fire. Brave, when a job samurai or card named samurai other than Ayame enters the field, Ayame gains 4k power until the end of turn.
I thought it was ice.
And when Ayame attacks, choose one forward your opponent controls. If Ayame has 9k more power, it deals 7,000 damage. I think that's one of the cards I was talking about. Very good samurai support.
It's a 2-drop.
Yep.
It does. Oh God. The other Aami isn't that important to play in Sam, so yeah, this one is just a better option in my opinion.
It gives you not only does it have Brave, which means you don't have to lose like a blocker, which is very helpful for samurais. It means you could do things like have this out first and then go into Tenzin.
The funny thing with her actually is that you're still probably gonna play 3CP Cyan, the EX burst one that searches for a samurai, but Cyan's cleave isn't as important anymore. Because she says, hey, whenever a dude enters, when she goes to attack, she 9k or she 7k something, which is pretty solid.
But
and
with
Samurai has good pings.
But why don't you just go her into Cyan, and then when you swing, you
get both.
you get a 2k cleave, and then the 7k, so then it's a 9k.
I still think you play as Cyan regardless, but like, it's really funny that she just synergizes a bit more with it. Like a 7k ping's not the best, but I think Sam's a 7k ping is totally fine.
Yeah, because you already
because
have
Cyan exists.
Yeah.
Because with Cyan on board, when she swings, it's a 7k ping plus 1 for each dude. Like so, she just kills.
And she herself is a 9k brave, so like she can trade effectively.
The Brave thing I think is going to be very important.
I
when it
think
comes to samurais.
she's a 3. I think she's really good for Sam's. Generically, she's meh because you have to play a samurai package for her to really matter. And a 7k ping isn't super strong, but
outside
it's
of decks
nice.
that need it, kind of like Cyan. Cyan's going to eat that 7k up.
Yeah.
All day.
Yep.
I kind of agree with that. She's not going to over impress inside the samurai deck, but she's going to be a cool card to have as part of your deck.
Libro and Lava Spider. That's fair.
That's also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gen 2 makes her an AK.
Yeah. She says samurai in general, so
Jin doesn't make her.
so it can make.
You're talking about
the damage deal.
Yeah, the damage will do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She
I thought
deals
you meant
AK.
her. I was
Sorry,
like, that's
no.
weird. What?
Jin makes her deal AK.
Yeah.
Which is really cool too.
She sees samurai, so like it can be a backup too. So if you play a backup, she gets 4k. It's not forward dependent.
No, for
Job
sure.
Samurai or card name Samurai, which is really good.
So like I still think 3. She's not going to over exceed her expectations in any other deck, and she's not really going to over exceed inside samurais, but she's going to be a very good card inside samurais.
Yeah. Next one.
Solid 3 all the way around.
Angeal. Oh, that's my turn.
There's also Fuller.
Shoot, you're right. Cool. Angeal. 3-drop, backup, soldier, category 7. If a job soldier forward you control deals damage to a forward, the damage is increased by 2k instead. When Angeal enters the field, you can pay X when you do search for a job soldier forward of cost X and play it onto the field. This searches out Zach, because Zach's a soldier, right?
Yes.
So this searches out 4CP Zach and then says 4CP Zach gets the 8k ping because it's a 2k 2k, so 4k 4k, and then 2k 2k, which is now 4k 4k.
Yep.
Oh, that's not 8.
You have
Did
a
I
really,
miscount? What?
It's
I think I miscounted on my math there. My apologies. Hold on.
Zach's 2Ks each become 4Ks.
Yeah, so 4 and 4.
Yeah, so it's 8.
So it's 8. I was right on 8. I just overdid it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
No, I think this Angeal is actually really cool.
It's really cool for the deck you've been trying to build.
It is really cool.
That's why you're obsessed about it.
It kills things. It lets Zach kill things. That's one of the biggest issues that Zach had. Like, Zach's pings are cool, but Zach himself isn't allowed to, like, kill things. Now Zach can kill things.
I think this...
And the pings are spread.
As much as you're going to be excited about it, I think this card's a 3.
That's fine.
This card's very much a 3. It's going to be a 4 inside your deck. I will say that 100%.
I think... No. Listen. I'm not going to say this card's busted. I think this card's really good.
I think
here's the thing. And it's, like... The build you go with for like soldiers.
The play soldiers can be very important. I think that's more important than outside of your deck. That's what I'm saying. For it, it'll find its spots in other decks for sure. Like a bunch of the clouds are soldiers, so like it's gonna be easy. This says play Cloud Pod for 2. Like Very easy. Actually.
It can find certain
This
stuff.
is
Actually,
hell,
it says
Cloud
play-
Pod too.
It says search your deck for Cloud Pod.
But like this plays like Cloud Pod plays other soldiers. Like you can play the ones that are easy fillable. They search each other. Like you get to play other options. I think it's a 4 because, actually, I don't think it's. It grabs Cloud Pod. Has a lot of cool things it can grab. It's not any experts though, so I'm not actually as enthused about it as I was originally.
Fire Lightning.
I'm gonna go 3.
See, the issue when I think of Fire Lightning is you're playing this Fire Angel and then you're playing Lightning Zax, because I think those are the only 2 soldiers that matter.
Yeah.
It can grab another backup too.
Because Genesis isn't a soldier, right?
Genesis is
The 4-drop Genesis is a soldier.
I mean, I guess Genesis is a soldier. That's not terrible.
Fire Ice. I still like. I'm going back down to 3. I still think it's a very cool card,
I stay at
especially
3.
for the deck you're trying to build.
I think,
But
I
I
stay at
think
3.
he'll have time.
But I think his ability to bring a forward out when you play him is really cool.
Yeah.
Because turn 2, like if you play on curve, you do 1 backup, you play this, and then you can pitch 2 or pitch 4 and play something of value.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine.
He can also search a soldier backup. He just says
forward. It says forward.
Oh, okay.
I had to
Never mind.
reread that because that would have been really good. Because he could play Cloud or Zach or Cloud or Cloud.
I think it will find a spot
Or
in
restrictor.
certain.
Or restrict. Oh, that'd be cool.
I think it'll find a spot in certain decks. I think the deck you're working on, you'll have a fantastic time playing it.
Yeah.
But I think we're only gonna see it like hit like decks we'll see, like
I'll
meta
leave
decks we'll
this
see.
to you guys for a sec. I gotta run to the restroom.
I think the only times we'll see meta decks will be Cloud Pod.
James, let me scoot through. Becky, let me smash.
Why didn't you come out from my side?
I don't know.
Okay.
Plus, you wouldn't have
So
crossed
we're
through
going
the
on to the next
camera.
one.
Yeah.
Ignacio. You got this one, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I can get it. Why are there so many ads on my phone?
Ignacio.
Ignacio. He's a 5-drop forward, sworn 6 of Paldea. Palladia. When Ignacio enters the field, put the top 3 cards of your deck into the break zone. When you do so, choose 1 forward. If all the cards in the break zone are of fire element, deal 9,000 damage.
I think this card's very, very cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool 1 or 2 of. It's the same stuff. You're fine.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
This with Zidane.
I think Modifiers gonna have a field day with this card.
Yeah, this and Zidane.
Yep.
No, because Zidane mills you top 5, you can start getting a setup a lot faster. So
Well,
8.
like the setup doesn't really matter. This just says you have a 9K ping, and it's okay if your opponent takes care of it. A lot of times you want to keep stuff on board. This doesn't do much outside of that. It's also very neat to have on there. It's FFPE 2, which means it's searchable if you want to play Fire Wind.
But he really just wants to see fire cards, so I don't think you play anything to find FFE.
No, I don't think you need to.
Yeah, I think you play this in fire with like
I think
Zidane.
Modifiers gonna have a field day of this. I think Samurais could play it if they wanted an extra ping to play. What are you looking for?
There you go. I want it to be constant, so that way I can make sure everything's good. But there's that. Other than that, I think it's gonna be very limited what you play. This in.
I think he's gonna find his spot exactly in Monofire. I don't think he's gonna stretch too far into other decks.
No, he's gonna be
That's
Monofire.
gonna be the problem. He is a very cool 1-drop, 5-drop ping to kill. Noah said, he sent me a text message. 5 CP is too costly. I kind of agree with that, but I think he's only going to be playable inside modifiers like a 1 or 2 of, so I agree with 2. Next up is Garland. I'm excited for Firewater Knights right now. So much so. Garland is a 4 CP EX Burst DFF set, Opus 1 or Category 1. Knight, he's a forward. The EX Burst is when Garland enters the field, choose a job knight other than Garland in your break zone and add to your hand. And then when a job knight other than Garland enters your field, choose 1 forward your opponent controls, deal it 5k damage. This card's disgusting. This card says if he's on board, you get to, if you play a string of knights, not only do you get cool ping, you get his 2 5ks, you also get all their abilities. Like you could have him on board or play him to search out Gawain, pitch 2, play Gawain. Gawain searches 2, play another one. and ping off something for free. I think this card's disgusting. This card's a 4 for me.
Yeah, it's a 4. It's also an EX burst, so like it's already good enough as it is. So
I agree. If you I lost.
I'm squeezing it behind you.
Kit Killer? The comment was there, but it left.
Oh,
If you wanted to play like a Knights deck full of just fire, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be cool too.
What do you want, Garland?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's
I'm saying 4.
Mm-hmm. I think you can.
I think he's going to excel. He's going to excel inside of his deck.
I'll say 4. I think this is the best Garland. This is the best Garland for Knights specifically.
Yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, because I mean, this one is the one that just meshes the most. Besides the one that gives you guys, that gives them Brave when you control a princess. But like that's whatever.
I think this is the best EX burst Knights has gotten lately. Until this set.
Agrius was really good.
Agrius was very good.
But it was like wishy-washy.
But it was also, you could also change it with other Agriuses if you felt like you needed some other tool. Like this gives you not only a cool EX burst along with just on its play a search.
He just picks up a dude. He refunds himself.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You get to also ping things on board, which is very, very good.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah, I'll say 4. I like Garland. Mm-hmm. Cool. Next. Who read this one? It would be
Garland?
you.
I read it.
So I should be on the next one, correct?
Yeah, you should be.
Cool. Making sure I got back here in a timely manner.
You could have it.
Hey, look, it's our spoiler. Generic. I'm just gonna say this card's like a 2 at best for me.
This card is a 2 at best. 100%.
Carla, 3-drop, typo, Ajito Cadet forward, 7k that says tap, choose a forward the opponent controls, deal 3k damage, or tap, choose an attacking forward, it gains 2k power until the end of turn. Actually, you know what the funniest meme you could do with this card is? Choose your opponent's attacking forward and buff it, and then kill it with Diabolos because its power got increased. That's like the funniest meme I can think of with this. Yeah, good old fire wind that won't do anything.
For a 3-drop forward that does nothing else. Yep.
Oh, it is also special fodder for Garland too, which is fair. Opus 14 Garland is probably the best Garland overall. But yeah, Carla, I mean, it's cool that we got another Ajito Cadet. I'm okay with us getting Ajito Cadets. I wish they could give us more
good Ajito support that isn't
more type O cadet or class 0 cadets, but we have gotten a boost in that and they've gotten a bit better. Yeah. I think some of the other ones need to be picked up.
You've had 2 decks and we haven't had a single Ajito deck.
Yeah.
Like cadets have had 2 different styles of decks up to this point, counting with what we're gonna get from this set. And Ajito has had no real decks.
I want more different
But they
color.
have searchers too, which is really nice.
Yeah,
so like
they definitely have pieces.
Ajito is like ready to boost. All you need are like the pushers.
Right now, you're just playing cores to make searching easier.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I want more Agito Cadet backups that are different colored because the
right
Miyu...
now we have Lightning Fire. Yeah.
Well,
we have Lightning Fire and 1 ice under Tono.
Yeah.
Ah.
So you get. I want different colors so that way this Miyu becomes even more playable because 4-drop go find a different colored Agito Cadet is pretty sick.
Pretty nice. She's not the only one though that is a 4-drop that searches, because she's an Agito Cadet herself. But what's his name? The Lightning backup, whose name I can't pronounce to save my goddamn life, that searches Agito Cadets as well. Does the same thing.
We're about to run to the first one I'm going to give.
All right, here we go. Hey, oh, hey, click on the thing. Why is this not on the thing? Thanks, appreciate it. Oh my God, how did I know? Oliver has Clavat.
Okay, give me a second. I have to get there. 1-drop Clavat, multi-playable backup FFCC. When Clavat enters the field, look at the top card of your deck. You may place that card on the bottom of your deck.
Pause. 1 second.
Can we beef it up to a 2 for one specific reason?
Go ahead, why?
Because it's searchable off Nordstalin.
Here's a problem I have. Why is it a multi-playable? It has a name. It has a real name.
Oh, that's weird.
It's not a multi-playable character, and like I don't think in the other.
There are Clavats that are multi-playable. The water one, the Ford.
Is it really?
Yes.
Why have we never noticed these things? There's no way.
The ice one that has first strike, and if you play 3 different colors, pay for it with 3 different colors. That's multi-playable.
Oh, it was Yuke.
Yuki's multi-playable.
Yeah.
Yuki's is a thing. It's not a person.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, 100%.
It's an FFCC.
Yeah, everything's FFCC.
Wait, so Chalinka should be multiplayable.
If there is one, that'd be funny.
Clavat are people.
They are other people?
No.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why we should play. This is why you need to play FFCC
I
because you
don't-
want to play
I-
this the most.
I never played that game.
There are actually a bunch of different Clavats, and they are all multiplayable.
Oh, okay. So never mind. We're just
makes
dumb
sense, yeah.
idiots. Got it.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay, so James' first point doesn't matter.
No, I'm still saying 1. This card's a 1 all the way.
It's a 1 even in its cost.
Pack filler. When it enters the field, look at the top card of your deck. Do I want it? No.
This card does
I think-
absolutely almost nothing.
I think the scry is cool, but like this is just something you're almost never gonna put.
Here's
in
the
your
thing.
deck.
Can I?
I'd be fine with the scry if it was tap. Tap, look at top. That's it.
Can I bump
That's
it?
what made Sahagin really fun to use.
Can I-
when you had like Lakshmi or Leviathan out, you go Sahagin so I can see what damage I'm gonna take and then say if I want it or not.
Can I bump it up for a 2 for you?
Sure, but how are you gonna do that?
Sid 2.
Searches it out.
Searches for a 1 drop.
here's the
Stalin
thing.
searches and Sid searches.
I don't think that makes it a 2.
It's got searchers.
Yeah, so does a lot of things. Sid does not make that card a 2.
I don't know what you mean, James.
We tried.
I'll make this Sid 2
This
playable.
card makes Sid more playable. I won't say it's not, but Sid does not make Sid better.
Ready for the next one?
Oh yeah, let me go back.
Hiya!
Eject.
Mm-hmm.
6-drop DFF 10 character, Guardian forward. The cost to play Eject is reduced by 1 for each fire character you control. Cool. Mono Fire's gonna have a field day. When Eject enters the field, choose.
I remember this card now.
When Eject enters the field, choose 1 forward your opponent controls. Eject and the chosen forward deal damage equal to the respective power to the other.
Okay.
This card says trade. This card's a 6-drop that says trade, or it's free.
Okay.
and says
Travis made this joke when we had 6 CP EX burst Garland. And I'm going to make this joke thanks to Travis. Hey, I want to play Ash. We have Ash at home. That's all this is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not an EX burst, so it feels a bit worse. But he's
But it is free,
potentially.
because Ash can't be free.
Ash could be 1.
Ash can't be 1. This can be free.
Yeah, to potentially trade
Yeah.
and die. Or not. Depends on what you're targeting.
Well, isn't there a backup samurai that gives first strike? Or is it brave?
The samurai?
Oh no, the samurai gives 1,000 extra damage.
Well, it doesn't matter because they're dealing damage to each other.
Yeah, but if you give it first strike,
No, it doesn't work
they're
like
dealing
that.
damage equal to their
They're
powers.
not battling, they're dealing damage.
Yeah, equal to their powers.
Yep.
You need stuff that gives your stuff inherent power, like
Or reduce
Maria.
damage.
Make him a 10K.
Actually, you know, it'd be really funny. Play this, choose your dude. Cool.
Orin!
Your dude can't deal damage.
Cat 10, doing it again!
You
That's
paid
funny.
nothing to play him, and you tapped your 2 backups that you didn't use to play him. It's a something.
It's a something. It is kind of funny.
It's a
God, why do these dumb little meme interactions make me want to build these decks? I hate that I want to play off memes.
This is my mind how it works every time, Noah. Where I was just like, man, does this work together? Oh, it does. It's pretty funny. Is it good? No, but it'd be funny.
I will say this. I think this card's a solid 2 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fire's going to have a field day with this. I think this is a very good card.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a very good card in Mono Fire. This card's even really playable, in my opinion, in Samurais too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just says you have something that gets rid of anything 9K or less.
Mm-hmm.
Trades are easy because this is a free card. You don't have to worry about it. It just, as long as you have the 6 dudes on board, it's a 0 cost. You just go trades. Or you force your opponent to do something. Like, it forces an opponent's hand to do something.
I do think it's a good bomb. But
It's
past
also-
that, I don't think this is something that's meant to stay on board. I think
No.
it's like
I
I drop
think
them
it's
and
meant to
I get
trade.
rid of the
It's
big
meant to
things.
trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it works really well with Cyan for things Cyan can't get over. So any like the 10, 11, and 12s, like if people buff, you just go, I'll eject first, hit it, swing with Cyan.
Yep. I mean, Cyan swinging with 2 dudes is pretty good. Oh, I'm so glad that this one's next. Selfie. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say.
Oh, cool. Selfie. Okay, there. 4 CP, 4 CP, seed candidate, category 8, 7K. When she enters the field, you can search for a cat 8 card. Did I say cat 7 or cat 8? Cat 8, whatever. When she enters the field, you can search for a cat 8 forward, add it to your hand, Pay 0. Choose a Cat 8 forward other than Selfie. Until the end of turn, it gains 1k power, haste, brave. You can only use this ability during your turn only once per turn. In her respective deck,
She's
5.
nuts.
She's a
She
5.
is very, very good.
Outside of her deck,
She teeters
I
at
would
3.
I would put her to a 3 to a 4, only because some Cat 8s are really good to just pick up.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
She searches. It's not pickup.
She searches. Yeah, you know what I mean.
This says you search for all the pieces you want, which is neat. I am glad she's not in the experts because that would be abusive.
She searches for Light Squall.
Yep.
And if you have another dude out, Light Squall's a 2 CP that she gives haste
Yeah.
and goes dull, swing, dull, freeze.
Yep.
It's dull freeze, right?
Yeah.
Dull freeze on play, swing, dull freeze. Was really good.
Yeah. She inside of a Cat 8 specific deck is going to be a 4 to a 5. I honestly don't know if she's a 5 because she's not going to handle the game by herself, but she's going to push very
She
well
enables.
as a 4.
She's an
She enables
enabler.
really- If she was in the experts, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll
If
take
she was
back
in the
the 5
experts,
and
I
put
would
her
have said
at a
I would have teetered into. I still think she's a 4 because by herself she's not going to do anything.
4. But because she's in the experts, she's able to search for specific pieces.
I would still put her at a 4.
Okay.
5 for me is she's going to control the game by herself. She's the piece you want on board all the time. Leaving the board feels bad. Like losing a Matametal, losing like a demon, losing like anything specifically very, very good.
What's cool though, when we get to it, because it's in ice, is the new Squall. If Squall puts her down, that's really good. That's like
Here's the
instant
thing.
value.
The reason I'm putting her at a 3 because by herself she's not going to do a whole lot. She's just a 8K with haste and brave. Oh, other
7K.
than herself, never mind. She's a 3. She can't give the stats to herself.
That's fine.
This is garbage.
She's an enabler. That's the
yeah.
whole point.
So 3. I'm putting a 3 by herself. Inside of a category, she's like a 4, but all around she's like a 3. She's going to push so hard for Cat 8. Yeah, just what it is.
Next one.
Fodder.
What are you?
Pack fodder. 3-drop multiplayable warrior.
You're not next. Oliver's next.
I mean, you can have the next
I get the garbage card. 3-drop warrior,
gonna give you the
multiplayable,
next one, but-
forward, standard unit, category 11. If you control 2 or more jobs, standard unit backups, warrior gets 2,000 power. So he's a 9K.
What do you want,
I
James?
just wanted to read the thing.
Oh, go ahead. Just play FFCC, James.
No, I just wanted to read the comments.
He's a 1.
I just want to read the comments.
He's a 1.
Pack filler.
Warriors has another dude to play with their deck.
He's a 1.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
It's just not. No, it's not worth it. And
Yeah,
like,
but
here's
here's the thing.
units, and a lot of warriors are warrior jobs.
Yeah.
So this actually just doesn't do anything.
But this, I believe they say job warrior and warrior class or whatever.
Usually
Yeah.
they say
in pre-release under Waterwool.
It's a cool 9K. That's it. It's a cool 9K in its own. If
A
it
3-drop
found its
9K.
deck, yeah.
You just play. I think in pre-release you just play job standard unit. You're good.
Yeah.
Next one.
Foulander, 1-drop multiplayable monster, Cat 7. During your turn, Foulander also becomes a forward with 4K. When Foulander attacks, choose a forward your opponent controls, deal a 3K. If Foulander deals damage to a forward, the damage increases by 2 at damage 3.
Praise Tifa.
I believe Tifa says forward.
Tifa says Cat 7 character. That's why I play Crimson Hound.
Zach
says forward.
Zach says forward.
Praise Tifa.
Tifa's just going to become your Roadrunner deck.
It will actually. It's so
Like,
funny.
you get to play a couple of other pieces, but you're just building your same
It's
Roadrunner
just
deck.
Fire Cat 7 with Tifa going, you can't stop me. And everybody else is like, we'll sacrifice ourselves for her.
I think this card's a 2 at best. I think Monofire can use as well. I think Monofire can use this very well, but I don't see it needing to. I think certain people will play it for what they feel meta-specific they're trying to hit, but I don't think they need it. Because here's the thing. This gives it exactly what Water is trying to do by itself right now, which is just, I don't need forwards. I have monsters. And you can do that with this because during your turn, it's a 4K that deals 5K to stuff.
Hey, this is a weird question that we probably need to clarify. It says during your turn, it also becomes a forward with 4K
It's
power.
both a forward and a monster at the same time.
On enter? That matters because Zach will trigger. Because that's 2 pings off Zach as well.
I believe so. Because that is... I believe so.
I think it depends
The
on
word
how
becomes is what's throwing me off. Because if it
Yeah,
said
it's because
is also...
Because
on your turn.
I think it depends on check timing. That's a Chris question.
I would.
Kit says it enters as a forward, so I'm gonna go with that because it serves.
I think
me.
it does because I think you'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
Game state will check.
Mm-hmm.
This realizes it's a forward,
Mm-hmm. Zach
and
checks.
then abilities will check because of something entered.
Mm-hmm.
Field effect.
Yep. So
Cool, sick. That's nice. A 1-drop that Zach triggers
Dude,
off
Zach
of.
triggers does trigger.
Tifa.
This is garbage.
This deck's so
I'm gonna
bad.
deal with this garbage deck for so long.
it's so funny. All right.
Oh, dude, you get the cool card.
Yeah, it's like a 2, but that's fine.
2. Yeah, I don't see it exceeding what.
And
we
it's
want
got a
to
full
do.
art.
Oh, I hate that. Actually, I hate that as a full art.
I like
To
it
be
though.
honest, I know you do.
Machina, 1 CP, class 0 cadet backup typo. The cost required to cast Machina is reduced by 1 for each, or increased by 1 for each forward you control. Pay 1, tap, put Machina in the break zone, choose forward, deal at 7k. I think the only cool thing is that it's just another class 0 backup, but the Wind Machina, the 2 CP Wind Machina is really cool for pushing. It's not necessary, but he also does kill things.
But fire is one of your weakest colors, in my opinion, for backups. When it comes to backups themselves, it's not like
It
you
is
have a lack of backups.
now.
When it comes to backups, you don't have a lack of backups.
Lightning got Trey in that. That really, oof.
It's not that you have a lack of backups. You have a lack of better backups. And I think this is a decently good backup.
Well, so
for
now you
Osio.
can build. You would build out Deuce, Rem, Trey, Cater, and Machina, which is 5, which is cool. But then you don't have Vermilion or anything else you would want to see. Yeah. So you kind of have to play around that.
Vermilion gets rid of itself, so you can.
Depending on the Vermilion you use.
Well, I mean,
We both get rid of him.
We
but
can both kind of agree the new 2-drop is a much better choice.
It is
than
a
lot
much
of
better
things.
choice, especially because of the removal aspect.
The only time you would want to play the 6-drop is if you're trying to play the summons, and the only reason you would play the 7-drop is if you're loaded with summons. So and cadets is not going to be loaded with summons, and a lot of times the summons aren't part of your main game plan. So
Cool.
I will say I think this card's like a 2. I think cadets needed this as a backup instead of a forward, or at least have a different style of backup to play instead of what it's playing right now, because a lot of them look like what was it? What was our girl? What was it? Clara? A lot of them look like Clara. They're just garbage backups that just say tap to give your dude plus 2k, tap to give your dude minus 2k, and that's all they do.
Tap. Ping your dude for 2k.
Cater literally says pay a fire, ping a damage dude, ping tap a wind. Isn't it
Lightning.
Oh. Fucking! I'm making the dumb joke of tap colors to do something that doesn't matter.
Cater is a useless backup, but it's a backup nonetheless under fire, which is the sad part.
Which is what I was saying is like your backup line. At least this does something, right?
Yeah.
I like how it's thematic because of
It's not
Machina and
Rem.
what's Rem. They both break themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Gain
They
command.
commit Sudoku. In Minecraft.
I think inside, once this finds a spot, I think this will be like a 3. But I think right now it's just gonna sit at 2.
Okay, I don't know where I am anymore because the page just loaded. Next card. Bow! Oh, cool.
Can I have? Is this mine?
Nope.
No.
It's Oliver's.
3-drop Bois the Gigas. He's a summon, category 12, right? Yeah.
Is that the second
category
Bois the Gigas we've got?
Nope. Wait. Nope. That was the thing. That's why I wanted.
Choose one forward you control and one forward an opponent controls until the end of the turn. The former gains 3k power and first strike, deal the latter 7k damage. If the CP paid to cast Bois was only produced by backups, also draw a card.
This is part of the
Mono
if they
Fire's
use
gonna
backups.
love this card.
Choose forward you control. Yeah.
Mono Fire's gonna love this card. It's gonna get 5. It's gonna get first strike and 3k.
It's able to
and deal damage.
beat over guys now.
And
a lot easier.
with Fire is gonna draw a card. This could be very good.
If you pay with backups.
To what you were going to say, we have a 1-drop Belias, a 2-drop Belias.
But are they the Gigas?
Oh,
That's what I don't care about how many Belias.
I believe they're all Belias the Gigas.
I have to use this.
I mean, I could just do this if you want.
FFTCG. Because now I'm curious. Now I have to look this up. Card database.
Belias the Gigas, Belias. So there's one Belias the Gigas and one Belias.
Okay, so it's the second Belias the Gigas.
Yeah.
That's what I cared about.
Yeah. I just know there's 3 Beliases, and they're all 1, 2, and 3. And in the order we got them were actually I want
2, 1, 3.
I think it was 2, 1, 3.
It was 2, 1, 3. You thought you were gonna be like,
it's so cool. Yeah. I do
cool.
think it's really neat though. I do really like this card. This card's a 3. It's only be really playable in fire
or anything that plays fire.
Or anything that plays fire, but I think it's only going to really find its spot in fire.
Because you don't have to play mono fire to use this.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think the only way this would get played in something that like has fire
My unit deck fucking loves this.
That's true.
The unit deck I created this weekend, it's gonna love it.
I think the only time this finds a spot in a deck that is splashing fire or is secondary fire is if they are going to give up Amaterasu. And I don't see people giving up Amaterasu for this slot.
I don't see people ever giving up Ama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only way this fits into
Not under fire. That card's too good.
Exactly. That's
what
I'm saying.
Fire's boogeyman.
Any deck that has the space to play a fire summon is going to play Amaterasu.
That's Fire's silver bullet.
It's not going to sacrifice Amaterasu to play Bois unless it has the need to play Bois for some reason.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I'm going 3. Nothing's going to give up the slot outside of Mono Fire to that.
All right, James.
I think this card's disgusting. Yes.
Cool. You're on it.
Let me get to
God, James, come on. Be more prepared. We're live right now.
I was looking at the Bois.
We have people watching us fail.
We have one person.
We have 6 people.
Oh, we have 6 people?
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, 6 people. We got...
That's surprising.
2-drop... Yeah, I mean, honestly. I'm surprised they haven't left just now. 2-drop Meath, FCC, Alchemist, backup. When Meath enters the field, you may remove 1 backup other than Meath you control from the game. And if you do so, draw 2 cards.
Alchemy.
Form of.
Shape of. What's your score?
5, but not real 5. Fake 5. Because it fucking gets rid of Norstalin once you play it on board. Norstalin to play me. To get rid of Norstalin to draw 2 more cards.
4.
I think there's a...
Only because this gives Fire a draw 2 mechanic.
I don't...
Losing the backup might suck, but there's a lot of backups that you could just dump after playing. You don't need.
Here's the thing.
Like P-Gob? Who cares?
No, it's the free play backups that you just put down for free after you have 3.
Who cares?
You just play... You play this after that, and then
Honestly,
you're just like, get rid of it.
Did the guy that Larcacus got rid of doesn't really matter anymore? Yes, no. Get rid of Larcacus. Mm-hmm. Larcacus is a dead card sometimes after a certain bit.
I don't think it's a 4. I'm down for a heavy 3.
Ooh. Goomba? That's funny.
That is funny. I'm down for a heavy 3. I don't know if it's a 4.
Ooh. Get rid of the what's it? The 1-drop Kate set. Backup. Once you played it.
The 2-drop? The ice one?
Yeah, nice.
That's a 2-drop.
Is it a 2-drop? Mm-hmm. I thought it was a 1-drop. I thought there was a 1-drop. There's like a couple 1-drop backups that you're just like, I don't care about it anymore. Get rid of it. I'll draw 2 cards because it just has an on-ender ability that does...
No. Fujito has to go 2 break zone.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool
Trust
if it triggered
me.
Fujito.
No. Someone told me about this card. And they're like, man, this card kind of sucks. It says remove. It had break. I was like, if it had break, do you know?
Rampere.
Could you imagine?
Rampere would be like,
Rampere's jerking out and drawing cards.
You draw the 2 cards first. Do I have a trigger for Rampere? Cool. I have a Theodore in my hand that I drew from this. All right, cool. I'll play it on board for free.
It's not bad. The draw 2 is fine.
Mm-hmm. You actually... No, you draw 2.
Yeah, you draw 2 because Rampere checks when it leaves,
and then it would trigger.
Yeah, because Rampere sees when it leaves.
I have to go over it in my head. I'm going heavy 3. I think it's a very, very good card, but I don't think it's going to make a game.
No. It's a consistency card.
It's a consistency card for sure.
Next one up.
Yeah.
Minwoo, FFBE Minwoo.
This is water.
I also like the white mage outfit. I'm not gonna lie. There's some things about FFBE I love and hate. That sometimes it synergizes and sometimes it doesn't. That's whatever. But man, I love the card backing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So good.
The War of the Visions art is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only reason I played the game.
3-drop forward white mage. Pay 0, choose a card in your break zone during this turn. You can cast it at any time you normally cast, as long as you have no cards in hand. You can only use this ability during your turn and only once per turn. Tap, discard 3 cards, deal 10k to all the forwards the opponent controls. This card's nuts.
Yes.
This card's a hero.
That is funny.
Minwoo, solid 4. Because not only does it reward you for having no cards, it also gets rid of the cards
it has
for
to stay
you.
On board. That's the hardest part.
It's fine.
I mean, when you
it's a threat.
Yeah,
like, who cares? Do something about
100%.
it. This deck, this card, in my opinion, tells discard decks to eat dirt. Because as long as you can get this out and she's able to live for that against ice, usually she can't. She lives for that extra turn. Cool. I'll make you discard. You're like, I only have 3 cards in hand. Wipe your board.
No.
And then no discard triggers for them?
You play it in Fire Wind.
Restand, do it again.
Yeah, you restand.
That'd be funny. As long as you can keep drawing the cards.
But no, she's really good if you're playing her in Fire Wind because she also has a Sethro with FFPE. And then you can also...
she would be cool in the boss deck. She'd be gross in a boss deck.
Oh, disgusting.
She also lets you like clear their board, and then when you have no cards in hand, because sometimes mono win, they just kind of like play cards and stuff like that.
She also lets you do. Yeah, she
lets you cast something else that you probably
your backups are your most important thing though, because your backups are
you have to be set up for backup.
Things.
Yeah.
But it would be really funny to go, hey, I'm gonna board wipe you, and then be like, pay 3 out of backups and play any. It doesn't matter. Though
she loses out big time to 1 card.
You have to do it as you can normally cast it, which is very important.
Oh yeah, so it's your cards.
Yeah. Well, it's more of like you can't off color. You have to be able to act like you have to be able to pay the actual cost.
Oh yeah. She loses out to Orin.
Which one?
The new one.
She doesn't lose out to Orin.
Yeah.
She still kills a board minus one guy.
She doesn't kill Orin. She does not. Orin says the next time you are going to deal damage, you do not deal damage.
To the forward. It chooses the forward.
Yeah.
Does it choose? No. It chooses a forward. It cannot deal the next time it deals damage.
When Orin enters the field, choose 1 forward during this turn. The next damage dealt to it.
Oh.
By your opponent summons their abilities.
Like,
that's the whole Magisa meme. Is you stop Magisa.
Oh, so Shiva's better. Shiva says choose a forward. It's not allowed to deal damage.
Yeah.
Shiva's much better than
God,
Orin.
James.
Can I reduce my Orin score?
No. It stops Magisa. It's funny.
Fuck it.
Magisa's a rampant deck.
I get it.
Yeah, this min was a 4.
I'm going 3 for the same reason of I think it's 1 turn too slow. If FBE has a way to give haste, 4.
Or if fire has a way to give haste, i.e.
Sure.
Goblin, Belias.
Sure.
He's thinking now. Look at the gears turn. You know what grinds my gears? Locomotion.
I'm still gonna go with 3.
It's a hero. Just go with 4.
I'm going with 3, and here's the other reason why. Haste is fine. You have to be able to do something, right? You have to be able to do something with it. She's only playable if you have no cards in hand.
Oh, also, it is... I'm just going to throw this out here. You could theoretically have her 1 card and pitch that card, play her, and tap the backup, and then use her to play something else.
Yes. I get it.
She's still useful.
I get it. So this is what I'm saying.
Backups.
She has to have backups, for sure. You have to have backups to be able to use her. She has to have no cards in hand, which means you have to have nothing. You have to have your board solidified already. And to use her ability, she has to pitch out of hand, which means you have to have the available cards in hand. Which means to use her first ability, you have to have nothing, or and you have to have a board stay solidified and the backup space. She's going to be a specific moment when it's useful when you're at a stalemate. I don't think there's too many times where we're at that stalemate.
You know what this would be really cool in if I can refine it? Fire Lightning Cadets.
Actually.
Because Ace gives you the card draw.
Yeah.
So that's always 3 cards a turn.
Yeah.
As long as Ace is alive. And then you have 2 dudes that they have to deal with. Because if they kill Ace, you get to res him. Because when they go to kill Ace, you go, hey, I'll discard my hand. Next turn, pay 4, res Ace, draw a card.
I'll allow it. I'm still saying it's a 3 because there's too many conditions to make her very, very good.
Yeah.
I think the conditions are too worried.
Almost.
Ooh.
But he's a 6 cost. That's the only issue.
Sure.
You can't get 6 backups. Unless... Charlotta.
So you can play Fire Wind.
And you have that one Charlotta for that one Ned play.
I'm trying to think of what good 5 costs you could play. She gets to replay Shinryu.
She gets to replay Shinryu?
She gets to replay full Shinryu, too. She doesn't care if it's reduced cost or not. She has 5 backups. She's slapping that shit down.
Hold on. Now I actually need to check this.
Are you checking 5 drops?
No.
If
I'm
Shinryu
checking if
says it in
Shinryu's
hand.
from hand. He knew.
Yeah. Because if Shinryu's the effect of it costs 2 less.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not from hand. Wait, did she say cast or play? This is important as well. Cast. Sick.
Hell yeah. She plays shit. I'm still sticking to 3, but that's very, very funny.
Come on.
It's very funny, but I'm going to stick to 3.
You could do it with the Kefka too.
Free play Kefka.
And then pick up a summon. Because Kefka says when he enters, you pick up a summon.
This
We
is
keep
so
thinking
good.
about funny things we can play.
This is so
We shouldn't
funny.
stick on her forever.
I just lost my thing. Next card. That's you.
Lilith, 2-drop. Forward Knight. When Lilith enters the field, gain a crystal. Hard slash. Choose one forward, deal it 7k. It's a 5k. Oh, gosh. It's cool it gains you a crystal, but like FFBE.
It's FFBE, special ability. Pay crystal 7k something.
It's not worth it.
I'd rather pay the 2 to fully
Understandable.
annihilate something.
But what I'm saying is, it's a 2-drop where that ability is available.
Though, she is a knight.
That is also true. And
Some
I
knights
don't
do.
have an and for that.
Ice knights like crystals.
That's also true.
Ice
But
knights do.
what I'm saying is, she's a 2-drop that gives you the crystal in FFBE for Glacialia that you don't have to worry about. She's cheap, easy to play, and you still have the availability if you want to 7k something, you can. Because Glacialia she doesn't deal damage, she reduces. So like if you have something that says can't be reduced, this gets around that. It's just a slight piece that just gives you a forward and a crystal.
2. For her massive bazonkers.
Dang.
I saw you do
moving
it, and I went, what's the joke gonna be?
All right, next one.
I do also think it's a 2. But I think it's gonna find its spot with like a Glacialia deck.
Skip your ad, God. All right, you're up.
This is the first.
Am I up?
Yeah.
This is the first Luarthar card we got, right?
Wartha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I hate that she doesn't have a special ability because I like her. 1-drop FBE dual gunner forward. When Luarthar attacks, choose one forward your opponent controls, deal a 5k. Pay a crystal. Luarthar gains haste until the end of the turn. Damage 3. When she enters the field, choose a forward your opponent controls, deal a 5k.
Damage
This
3.
card's very, very good in my opinion.
Damage 3. She can take something.
Huh?
Damage 3. She's a 10. She does.
Yeah,
she
at
deals
damage
10K?
3, she's a 10k with haste.
What they're doing, what I like what they're
She
doing
deals
right now
10K.
is
She's
with
a 1-drop.
FFEs, they're giving it a lot more crystal gen within its forwards and not just the backup line is how
That
you're
was
supposed to
already
do
existed, yeah.
it. Yeah.
I also like that we're actually getting more FBE things that do something.
I can't zoom in anymore. Sorry. I turned into a dirty
She is the
Wix Sauce player.
second FBE character we've gotten with haste. What'd you say?
I'm turning into a dirty Wix sauce player. Tell me I'm wrong, James.
You're wrong. You told me to.
Tell me you mean it.
You're wrong?
God damn it. Cool. Anything else you want to add? Because this is the last fire card.
Yeah. This is the second FBE we've gotten with haste.
Ramada's the other one.
Oh, Ramada has it.
Pay crystal for haste.
So does the one from last set. There's the fire, like, Rekka. She's like, if you have 2 FBEs, she auto has haste.
Yeah.
Her, Verena, the snake lady.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that
She has
haste
haste.
too?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Do you know what also has haste? The Soiree card. That also is an FBE.
Herald.
FBE.
Morald.
Morald, yeah.
Yeah. But it only works in soirees.
Yeah, but I have an FFBE deck right now, and I'm like, man, more of them.
What am I going to do with it now? All right. Oh, no, I did it again. Dude,
Why do you keep closing?
I don't know. All right, so we're going to move on to ice.
We gonna make this one video or multiple videos?
I'm just going to keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
I
You're
mean,
gonna split
we're
it
live
up,
streaming.
but that's what I mean.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to do like a whole thing or?
No, it's combo.
Okay. Well, I'm saying, are you gonna cut it?
No. Ice fire.
Oh, you're gonna
One
cut
video.
it. Okay.
Yeah. All right, next one, moving on. Pow! Ice bomb.
Bomba.
1-drop monster, FFCC. Bomb. During your turn, ice... I'm going to come back to that in a sec. During your turn, Ice Bomb also becomes a forward with 3k power. When Ice Bomb attacks, choose a forward the opponent controls. Freeze it. Gross. Damage 3 when it attacks, choose a forward. Dull it. This is a really good 1-drop.
It's for a 1-drop. It's very, very.
And it's a common.
Hey, you can find it with the other bombs.
Mm-hmm.
It
That's
just
what I
says
was
find
just
a
gonna
bomb
say
and
is-
just put it
Bomb
on the
Bomb
board.
says a bomb.
Yeah. It says job name bomb.
Just says card name bomb.
You can't
If
search
it's
it
card
there.
name, it won't be able to do it because it's Ice
It's
Bomb.
Ice Bomb.
Oh, okay.
If it's job name, you're fine.
That's why I'm double checking. Continue, you guys though.
I think this card's a 2, but I do think this is a very good 1-drop monster for like your Ice Earth deck, like the one where you played Arceus and you played all your cool little monsters. I think this card's very good
Card
for that
name
deck. Yeah, so you won't be able to search it with bombs.
bomb. Nice bomb. Ice bomb.
Nice.
Okay,
Bomb.
James.
Rip.
Next one.
What's your score on it?
Oh,
It's 2.
4. For 1-drop, I think it's insane.
2, right?
2.
2. Okay.
I think it's insane. At damage 3, you have a 1-drop that says
I'm
Dole Frieza,
agreeing
dude.
that it's very good. I'm just telling you, it's just a shitter.
That's fine. It's a good shitter.
It's a very good shitter. But what are you replacing in your deck to play this really good shitter?
Well, depending on the deck I play, you'll be surprised.
Fucking crazy man over here.
Take it
Next
away, man.
card, it's Ballade. 2-drop, FFPE, forward. Pay 1, choose 1 forward. It gains when this forward is dealt damage, break this forward. Until the end of the turn, you can only use this ability once per turn.
I think this card's so fucking cool.
Yeah?
Hey, do you guys remember when we said Clara wasn't that good? Clara plus this guy says kill it, dude.
Yeah, but she has to survive her turn. You know what's
So
better?
does he.
You know what's better? Why? Why does he have to survive?
Oh, he
he
doesn't have to
doesn't.
tap to do anything. Never mind.
No, he's just an activate ability. Do it immediately.
You could. Hear me out.
Okay.
Ice Lightning Summon Recursion. And just play Raiden. You're processing right now.
Which Raiden? The
Yep.
6-drop Raiden?
No, the 1-drop Raiden.
Oh, you mean to wipe a board?
That
Without
does,
wiping a board?
Without wiping a board. You're like, I'll ping everything for 1, and I'll draw a card. Hey, I'll pay 1. Kill
That
that
dude
dude.
dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. But
It
I
is
mean,
really cool.
it's just cool. That's the problem.
It's not as efficient, but it's cool. Okay?
very cool.
It was fun to watch your gears turn on that one, though.
I was like Rama Raiden. Why is that even good? Rama's the
Under
one that
Fire,
does
it's
all
cool
the work.
too because this triggers Brynhilder. Brynhilder's 5k ping now kills the thing,
Ooh,
which means because it
that's
goes to
really
break
cool.
zone, which means I get to draw a card of Brynhilder.
That's really cool.
Could you imagine? Oh, that sounds so funny. You do have to set up for it though, so you have to so on your turn or your opponent's turn, depending on how you want to do it, you would go cast Brynhilder, then on stack use this, or on your opponent's turn when they're attacking you, if you don't have a Brynhilder but you haven't hit one in EX yet, and you're pretty sure you're gonna hit one, you go, hey, I'll just pay the 1. Whoa, Brynhilder! Kill your new drop.
Do you know? Actually, I found the thing that makes this very, very good. Do you know what's really cool to play with this? My opponent swings with a really cool dude that I've been having trouble with. On their turn, I'll break Edgar. Play this, pay 1, block.
That's fair, yeah. That'll get him.
I'm putting this at a 3. I don't think it's going to oppressively do anything on its own.
Oh, I
But
think
I
it's
think
sneaky
a
as
lot
hell,
of
though.
people are going to really enjoy playing.
Being a
I'm going to
2-drop?
enjoy playing. As
Dude,
a
some of
2-drop,
the old Shivas also that just deal random damage to dull forwards. You're just I'll pay 1. I'll cast a Shiva. That's a dull forward. Deal at 5k. I'm not taking that damage.
Yep. It's pretty good.
I think the card's very good. I just think it has to find its spot.
Next one, James.
Ah, dude, Imina. I don't know how to say her name. Amina.
I thought you were gonna say enema, and I'm like, that's not. No,
No,
that's something else.
Type 0 commanding officer backup 4-drop. When Imina enters the field, you may search for 1 ice character of cost 2 or less and add it to your hand.
Monster backup forward.
Yep.
Your pick. For a 4-drop, that's really good.
Yeah. I'm going with 3. It just generically searches backup, searches whatever you want, but it's not going to oppressively do anything. Doesn't have any X burst. By yourself, it does nothing.
I like the art.
I also do. Imina's one of my favorite characters before I really started playing the game. Her, Kazusa, and
Even though he doesn't actually ever play typo, which if you wanted to, I have on my PlayStation.
It's on the list. We can put it right behind 7,
Boy
12.
Really? You're going 12 for your second
I
game?
like Sky Pirates. Sky Pirates are cool. No, I'm saying it's on the list behind all those. 7 for sure. Definitely WAF and FSCC in front of 7. Probably play whatever the new one is. 16 whenever it comes out. If it's out, I don't know.
16 is out, yes.
I haven't touched
16's been out for a while.
I don't know.
16's really cool. It's very polarizing,
There's
I
a
guess,
bunch
when it
of
first
stuff
came
on
out.
it.
But
Very linear.
I like 16.
I don't play games. That's a lie. I don't play Final Fantasy games. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
Solid 3 though. I don't see her.
I agree.
I don't
3 is
see her
nice.
being anything less, and I don't really see her exceeding anything more.
I don't want this card. Maybe I want this card. We'll see.
I mean, it matches
Quistis.
your category.
This is more of Chris's deal. There's just some cards in Cat 8 now that are really fucking cool
like,
because they mesh with my current fixation on lightning. Quistis. Instructor, 3 CP forward, Cat 8. When Quistis enters the field, choose up to the same number of characters as the Category 3 or the Category 8 forwards you control. Duel them. If you control 3 more Category 8 forwards, freeze them as well. She's solid in her category.
Here's my favorite part about
But
it.
there's Quistises that search for cats
And that's just my
or cascade more for Cat 8s and or
Pick up a Cat 8 at damage thresholds.
yeah, like
Here's the
I
problem.
don't care
have
about
with
the
it.
dual freeze.
She's one more expensive than the Celeste, and she does less than the Celeste. Because the Celeste says category 6 that you have. She just says 4.
Celeste doesn't freeze though.
Yeah,
Celeste dulls.
which is, in my opinion, better for that deck, I guess.
It just depends on the trade off you want.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's better Kittises
Yeah.
that are in the game.
There's the
There's the backup one that
God,
searches
the 4-drop that
that looks at
tops.
the top 5 that grabs a
Really
ice
wanna see
character,
bomb, huh?
ice card in it,
Yeah.
and then I damage, believe 5. Pick up a Cat 8. That's a good backup Kittis.
Opus 9. That's the one I was looking for. EX Burst, 4-drop. That says when she enters the field, reveal top 5 cards of your deck, add a category 8 forward among them to your hand, return the others to the bottom of your deck in any order, and then the Job C cadet forward you control, gain plus 1k power.
She makes Squall a 9K?
Yeah. Like, honestly, I don't even care about her special. I care about the fact that she's an EX
searches?
Burst that searches. Or not
What are
searches,
the other ones?
but top
There
5s.
are like 4 there.
The backup one is top 4 for an ice card. Put it in your hand.
That's fine.
And then damage 5, I believe. Pick up a Cat 8.
You turn off caps lock ever?
Sorry. Forced to habit.
The water one kind of blows.
2 CP from Opus 18. When she enters the field, choose forward until end of turn against 2k. And when it
card
attacks,
does
they discard at
nothing.
random. Actually, the discard at random is really cool.
And
And
plays
then,
water, so who cares?
yeah.
Yeah. She's the second best one we have right now. Outside of, I think, the experts, though. That's
I think the EX Burst is the best one.
yeah.
I will stand by that till I die.
I think if...
This one isn't even wearing glasses.
I think depending on the deck you're playing, she might be better if you have the availability to already search and do stuff. Like if you don't have an issue seeing cards, it doesn't help you. But if you want more EX bursts, it's just better. But this one's also cheaper. So it depends on space.
And it's the same power.
Yep.
Like,
So
whatever.
it depends on if you want the dual freeze, if you need the X burst, or if you need the search.
Yeah.
Or the
All
touch.
right.
Oliver.
Next card, 2-drop Bard.
dude,
It's
fodder.
multiplayable. Backup, standard unit, category 11. Tap, choose one forward of cost 2 or less, duel it. Pay 1, tap, discard an ice card, put Bard in break zone, choose one, duel forward, break it.
I think, man, I hate it. This card's a 3.
It's a 3.
It's a 3, just because being
Pay
able
one
to break
tap
something.
break, a dull dude.
Here's
And dueling's really easy nowadays. Because Spherian exists.
tap dull lightning. Tap dull lightning. I mean, it's a little slower, but I mean, you could drop this turn 1 and have an answer to lightning for
Or
turn 2.
you could play what almost meshes with this is the light lightning. It says mill. Oh, she
Mill
mills
ready?
cards. Mill ready or mill dull.
Okay.
I'm gonna get back to that later.
Counter lightning with lightning.
No. I'm gonna get back to that lightning later now because mill. But yeah,
She mills your own deck.
I know.
Okay. As long as you're okay with it.
Does he not understand? You don't even know. It's fine. He doesn't know, guys.
I,
All right.
I know, but.
No, you don't. You're acting like you know now. Next card, James.
Hell yeah. I wanted this one. Kurosami.
Oh, it's got a full art. Boop.
I hate that as a full art because that's going to be an expensive full art. 7-drop Agito Cadet. Cadet type 0 forward. When Kurosami enters the field, select one of the two.
So good.
Select one of the two following actions. Choose up to the same number of characters as the ice backups you control. Dull them and freeze them. Nuts. And then your opponent discards one card for each ice backup you control. Nuts. Special, Blizzaga. Choose.
Say that one more. Say that again.
You want me to say Blizzaga? Is that
It's
better?
Blizzaga.
I know.
Why would you say Blizzaga?
Blizzaga.
Oh, God.
Choose one
James.
forward, deal at 9K, which is also really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Card's cool. Card's very good. 5. This card's the 5. This card will steal games.
Because, well,
This
it's only a
card-
5 and ice.
This is the new Sephiroth. It's a 7-drop that Ice really wants
Here's
to
the
play
thing.
it. That does a lot.
If you just have 2 ice backups, this says discard 2, which is just as good as Sephiroth.
And
If you have 2 dudes, Dull Freeze 2 dudes on play.
You could also Renoa this thing. It's funny.
That is also very true.
Like you could Renoa Sephiroth back in the day.
That card I'm gunning for more of now.
Renoas.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing they came in the kits.
Yeah, but like 1 full art.
I had
Right.
1 regular.
I want full arts.
I mean, I have 2 in my deck.
I need full arts. Are they foiled? They foiled?
No, they don't
So
come
there's
foiled,
no more full
just
arts.
regular.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
You
Curse
don't get foil-
Ame's
you don't
a
get foils in
4 at base.
I can agree with that. 4 at base. 5 in
Because
mono
5
ice.
in mono ice because he tilts the game. So I don't care about paying 7. I
You're right.
froze your board out and made you discard.
He's a very good card in general, so he's a 4.
and his special is just a copy of him. There's no extra cost. That's really good. Yeah, I like this card. It's a 4.
In Ice Lightning, you can play him and play Chadley and pick him back up.
I did it again. It was like the 4th time now I've
Why?
done this. I don't know.
Are you doing the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Cloud of Darkness. No, it's fine. I can just pull it right up here. Awkward time waster. Cloud of Darkness. When Cloud of Darkness enters the field, if your opponent has 2 or less cards in their hand, your opponent selects 1 forward they control, put it into the break zone. She's a 5 CP Pictologica Cat 3, Wraith 9K. Garbage.
3.
She's a 3.
Oop, 2. She's a 2.
I don't think you're ever
3
citing
to
anything
4
else for this.
in mono ice. I
Nope.
think, yep.
Nope.
If your opponent has 2 or less cards, this says unchoosing, your opponent puts a card in the discard pile.
You know how mono ice is played right now?
Hard discard?
This card is too slow.
Yeah. I agree. Non-aggressive mono ice that is being played right now, this card is a 4.
It only gets rid of a forward. I don't care about that. Because
It gets rid of a forward without
Rufus.
choosing. It doesn't choose.
so
I think that's very good.
mono ice is
It's the same reason why Fanfrit's good.
Fanford's good because of that, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
And also because it's an EX burst. But
That is also true.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, this is at least something that says without choosing, you have your opponent do something.
by paying 5 and hoping that they have 2 or less cards in him,
You don't have to hope. I mean, it's an ice deck. They probably do.
maybe.
If you're playing Ice correctly, yes.
I do agree that it's slow and it's a little overcosted for what it's trying to do.
Yes.
I think if this was a 3 and it said no cards in, I think it'd be much better. Actually.
Kit says 1. You know what, Kit? I'm going to agree with you. I say 1. My biggest issue with this Cloud of Darkness is right now, as Mono Ice stands, Mono Ice has no reason to play this card.
Yeah, it's too slow.
Under any circumstances, and no other deck has any reason to play this because it's too slow and it's too costly.
I wish it was a 3-drop that said no cards in hand. It's a little harder to get to, but it's cheaper and easy to get rid of if you don't want it.
I'd still rather put a crystal package in my deck and play the one that says pay 2 to remove a dude while she's on board. That's the issue. Like if Cloud of Darkness isn't gonna beat that out for me, I don't care. Art's cool though.
I'm okay with it. It's whatever.
I like this.
I'm actually not super big on the art.
Bow!
I hate this guy's art.
I think you hate all theater rhythm art.
I do.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. We saw a theater rhythm machine when we were in
Is it?
Hey, chill. It's his turn.
California.
Oh. That's right, James. Finish your
Did you
point.
notice that there
No,
was a theater
I
rhythm
wasn't
game?
looking.
There's a theater rhythm game when we went to the not round one.
Oh, I'm kind of annoyed. I wish I played that.
I don't remember
Was it
if it
active?
was working. I don't think it was working.
That's probably why.
Okay, so we got 6-drop Seymour EX burst. Cool. All Seymours really have EX burst, huh? Except for like 2. Forward summoner.
So all.
Theorism 10. EX burst. When Seymour enters the field, choose one dual forward, break it.
Too slow.
Pack fodder.
It's a 1.
A 6-drop 7K? Kill me. He's not even good as a body. It's a 1.
Could you see more Fusoya somehow? Can we bring back Seymour Fusoya just to do dumb memes? For the joke of saying Seymour Fusoya again?
I'll play Seymour Fusoya. But not with this.
Right. James, it's your turn.
Oh, thank God.
It's the Shiva.
Oh, wait, I need to pull up one card real quick for Noah so I can ask him a question. Let me get through it real quick.
You know, if you press this.
Holy shit, you lost me the page.
Oh, cool. I completely closed it out. Whoops.
Thanks, dude.
I know how to operate your phone, too, which is the funny thing.
How'd you... Oh, there we go. Seymour Fusoya. You want to use a 1 to look at a 1 to put a 1?
Oh, my God.
To use an old combo
James,
that doesn't really
read
work?
your Shiva. That combo, honestly, can still function.
We're going to talk about the card in 5 minutes, so it's in like 3 minutes, it's okay. Shiva, another fucking full art I have to get. 3-drop Shiva, cat, 13 summon. All the characters your opponent controls lose all their abilities until the end of the turn. If the cost to play Shiva was paid with only backups, draw a card.
This card's a 5.
This card's a 4, but it's very good. Card's a 4, but it's very, very good.
This card's a summon.
That blanks everything. I understand.
That's a 5.
It's not going to win a game by itself.
That's a 5.
You're going to put this on board and just write it out for the rest of the game, huh?
Dude, if I can keep recasting this card, hell yeah, I would.
Honestly, that's not bad.
You know the cool thing about Andrea is that he goes tap him, tap a cat 7, blank their board. That's the most important thing now.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's a 4.
5.
4. It doesn't do anything on its own.
5. It's a 3 CP that blanks an entire
But
board.
Here, I found.
And it draws you a card if you play.
You
with
ready
backups.
for me to tell you where I find it to be a 5?
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Rydia recast.
It's a 5.
In Rydia, yes.
It's a 5.
You don't get the draw, but you get to every single turn. Une pick up blank.
Imagine that there's an Une on board, and then you cast this card and you bounce something cool, and then you blank their board, and the cool thing you bounce comes back in and does cool thing. I just added a whole lot of stuff to make this a 5. I still think it's a 5 at base.
I'm going 4.
Whatever. Fine. Oliver.
Stop.
It's a 5. It's a full board wipe.
Hell yeah, brother!
It doesn't. It's not a board wipe.
It's a
You have to have something else to take advantage
one
of
of the
this.
reasons his ice water deck is so annoying to deal with? Gintiana. This hits everything without needing to duel
I
it.
know. What I'm saying is you have to have something else to make this card worthwhile. This card by itself cannot be a 5.
This
It's
is one
because
of the
it's
most
summoned.
defensive cards in the world.
Yes, it's a great 4, but it's not going to do anything on its own.
And you know what can
needs
stop it? You
everything
know
else to
there's
help
only
it.
one card playable that I can think of that can stop this right now?
Is it Mist Dragon?
Mist Dragon.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not stopping you.
Again, I have no problem with that. It's not doing anything by
what's
itself.
funny? You know what's funny is going against a wool deck, right? And they're like, I'm gonna do her cool thing, tap all my dudes to bottom deck a dude, and then I'll get to restand them, right? And they no, tap all your shit, and then I'm gonna blank your board because you don't get the restand.
You do get the restand.
No, you don't. It begins beginning of attack phase.
Beginning of attack phase. So if they tap in response, I'm blanking your board.
For
Refia.
Raffia. I thought you said wool.
No.
That's
yeah,
a wool deck.
well, it's wool deck.
okay.
Warrior, yeah.
It doesn't stop wool is what I was saying.
Stop 7 CP wool from protecting the board, unless they use it immediately, and then they just wasted it for
Response.
nothing.
Yeah.
Which is also really
What I'm
good.
saying is, you play this. What's your next move? What are you doing next?
Defending.
How? What are you doing? That's what I'm saying.
What are the power cards? Hold on. First off, just a 1-for-1 trade on this, a 3 CP to anything else you're going against. Fantastic.
I've not
This-
debated
this-
whether or not I think this card's good.
This beats Titus.
Actually, that's really good.
It beats.
It does not make it a
beats,
5.
It beats Cecil.
I thought you just closed it again.
It beats Cecil.
It beats Cecil.
That was the first thing I was thinking about. Was it beats Cecil? What I'm saying
It beats
is,
Broscos. Nobody plays Broscos.
by
But it beats Broscos.
it beats Ned.
It beats Ned.
Ned.
See, 3 CP to beat Ned, dude. Come on.
What I'm saying is, you beat Ned with this card. What are you doing next?
I beat Ned. They just paid 6 for Jack.
For a turn. What are you doing next?
Because you
Building up because they're not.
You kill them with it. Like you playing this card to stop Ned and then killing it.
Cool. You have to have the cards to kill it. This card by itself is not going to kill Ned. It's not going to take care of Titus.
Yes,
it's not going to take care of everything.
It makes it so Ned is not a problem when you have to break a thing every time you try to target Ned.
It means you have to have this card plus the thing you're doing to do the next
Yes,
thing.
that's fine. That's how the card game works, James.
I understand. That's why I'm saying this card's not a 5.
There's not cards that do what this is.
It's not going to kill Ned. It's not going to do all the things you want it to. I mean, I'm going to abuse the fuck out of this card. It's a 4. It's not going to do everything on its own. It needs everything else to work.
The cool thing is that, again, I'll emphasize, the defensive aspect of it is unrivaled in anything else that I can think of right now.
I'm not saying it's not.
That alone should be enough because I think if you can play this game with a solid defense, you almost always will win.
This counters lightning.
Mm-hmm.
This counters lock. It counters everything in the game right now because nothing does this. I'm not saying it's not.
Stopping an entire deck like Cat 6 from doing its thing.
I get it.
That in itself is noteworthy of being a 5.
You know,
I think
it's not.
Buying a turn is all
because here's the
need.
thing: you do that, and then you have to take care of that board.
See, here's the thing: James doesn't think like me.
You have to take care of the board next.
Yeah, but sometimes all you need is a turn to be able to take care of the board.
But do you know what that turn does? It doesn't change the flow of the game. What it means is instead of being a turn ahead, you're on the same turn. And 90% of the time,
yeah,
if you're worried about protecting that one turn earlier, they can still do it on the next turn.
Hear me out. Okay? Let's just take this example. Let's say they've got a board of 4 dudes on Cat 6 with the good block for that build.
Obviously.
And you stop them for a turn from wiping your board. Because that's what they were going to do.
Yep.
So now you have a turn to respond and deal with their board.
What I'm saying
I think buying you that turn matters.
It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. What I'm saying is it doesn't just put you ahead. It puts you into the same turn state. The reason those decks are scary is because they are a turn ahead of you all the time. That's how they work. They're supposed to be a turn ahead of you.
But that's good enough.
But using this card puts you on the same turn.
Yeah, that's good enough.
They're still ahead of you.
No, you're even.
No, they're still ahead of you.
No, because if you're saying they're on the same turn as you,
what I'm saying is his turn with the board.
What I'm saying is, they start out one turn ahead.
Yeah.
And then you do your stuff to make you even.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be their turn to do stuff, which means they have the lead from that point. They still have priority.
I just want to say you use this on their turn, not your turn.
Yes, but I'm saying you to use this and put them onto your same level, you have to deal with their board on your turn.
On their but that's fine. That's the whole point of the game, anyways.
You're knocking them back down to your level, and now they're still turn 1 player. You're just evening the game, but they're turn 1 player. I feel like you're missing.
No.
Yeah.
I think
they're turn 1, but the fact of evening it on their turn and going into yours puts you above.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't put you above. It puts them at the same level, but they get to go next, right? So the reason they're good
after you get your chance to respond.
They're a turn and a half ahead. That's why they're better.
I think we're missing a link here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What do you mean?
I don't know if we're. I'm saying that if I were to use this on their turn, for instance, in this example, and blank their board to save mine, sure, that puts us even, but whose turn is next? Mine.
Not yours.
Yes.
Because to even out the game,
no.
Their board.
Logically, my turn is next by
Sure.
I'm evening out the game.
The better board
I'm evening out the game by keeping my board alive.
You're not evening out the game.
Yes,
you
are.
The game
because
for a turn.
That's evening the game.
It's not evening the game.
Yes, it is because I'm keeping my board.
Board state wise, you're this.
No, board state wise, we're matched now because I have the chance to respond. Board state wise, we're this if they were able to wipe my board. They're not able to.
If they're not able to wipe your board, you're still this because they have the ability to do it next turn, which means you have to spend your turn to wipe their board to bring them down to here.
Yeah, but that's probably what you're doing already because if you don't, you lose the game.
What I'm saying is that doesn't put you in the lead. It doesn't put you ahead. It puts you right behind.
Here's the thing: if you were to do that, then that card would be broken and they wouldn't even make the card to begin with. So I don't think that you should be arbitrarily saying that's your argument because they wouldn't make that card.
I'm saying is it evens out the game to the point where instead of being a turn and a half behind, you're just behind just by a single play of a turn. Like if you're going first and somebody else is going second, you're one card behind because you get to draw. They went on the play first. You get the extra draw. You get the extra 2 CP, but they're already on board with a backup for their big next turn. You're a backup and a board state behind already by being a half a turn behind.
We're just gonna move on because this is just gonna keep going in circles, and I'm not gonna listen to you.
We're gonna come back to this later. I know we will.
Yeah.
I
don't think it'll matter.
Hey, Cisne!
It's yours.
I love getting the cards.
I hate this
like.
full art. I hate this full
Oh,
art.
she is a full art.
I hate
Weird.
it. It's a garbage full art.
Cisne, 2 CP forward, member of the Turks, category 7, haste. When she enters the field, dull, gross. But when one or more job member of the Turks forwards other than her attacks, activate her, and she can attack once more this turn. Turks has the ability to be an OTK deck because of this card.
Yes.
You build your board, and you go, cool, swing, she restands, swing with her. Swing with another dude, she restands, swing with her. Swing with one more dude, she restands, swing with her.
Yep.
Like, it's really cool.
I actually think that this makes Turks very scary. I think the full art's going to look really nice because I think the blue will stand out comparatively to the black background. But I think this is a garbage ass full art.
Yeah. The shadow on her face creeps me out.
Yep.
She looks,
I wish the trees were
Hollow.
a different like foiling.
Are those trees?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. I thought it was just some like weird design smoke.
It's either
That's all I thought it was.
it's either trees or it's like a picture of like snowflakes.
I just thought it was some weird design smoke they threw in the background.
No.
Jesus Christ. Next one.
Oh, dude, Jill Nabat.
Does she have a full art? I feel like she does.
She does.
Oh, yeah, she does.
I hate her eyes and her long face. Jill Nabat 3-drop EX burst.
Hey, it's his.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because James is great. Oh, I like the artist got to sign it right near her head. 3-drop Jill Nabat, another 3-drop Jill Nabat that has EX burst. Forward EX burst. When Jill Nabat enters the field, you may search for one job Psycom and add to your hand. Cool. It's not good.
Yagrosh.
That's it.
But
Or-
Yagrosh.
It is Yagrosh, but like we don't have good Psychoms.
Oh, don't worry. You haven't seen them yet. There's a couple in this set.
Do they
Yagrosh.
matter?
Not absolutely, but
Okay,
there's
doesn't
something.
matter. Then it doesn't matter.
I don't know how they would be. I haven't figured out a way where I want to play them, but they aren't terrible.
I wouldn't want to
They're
play.
just-
I wouldn't want to play this Jill, honestly.
I think you would. I think you'd rather play the Jill Nabat from.
I'm scoring on cards I get to select. This one's you. The next one, though, is me.
Yeah, lucky
Woo! All right, James, take her away.
Shinryu Celestia 2-drop. Oh, dude, you can search this off of the one thing. Off of him in a.
Hey, she's typo if it matters.
Typo Lassie, backup. Shinryu Celestia is also just Celestia in all situations. Tap, choose a forward. It gets 4K until the end of turn. You can only play his ability if you have 5 or more backups. 1. Solid 1. Giving 4K to something does not matter, especially in Ice.
At 5 backups, especially.
Yeah.
Like, you have to build fast enough. Ice can almost do it, but...
Ice can easily do it. I mean, it's like Kefka. We get to abuse Kefka at 5 backups. So, like,
Yeah, but
Ice
Kefka's
can
also
do
an
it.
EX burst, and Kefka's ability is really good.
Dull freeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a 3-drop. So, like, this card's garbage in comparison. 1.
1.
Okay, here, you can have your, I think it's like 4.
Yeah. Haha, he's got a full art. Next one.
I hate that they all are forwards.
They look nice, though. Squall, Cat 8, Seed Cadet, forward, 4 CP, 8K. If you control 4 or more category 8 characters, Squall gains 2K power, and if he's dealt damage by your opponent's abilities, the damage becomes 0 instead. He beats Y'shtola. At the beginning of the attack phase, during each of your turns, you may play 1 Cat 8 forward with cost 4 or less from your hand onto the field. Squall free play Selfie. Selfie search. Squall gains haste. Squall gets a swing. That's pretty cool. It's 4 CP for... You get to refund 2 because you played Selfie. Actually, she just...
She refunds
She
one.
refunds herself completely.
She refunds 1.
You're free playing Selfie
Yeah.
off of Squall. So you're losing a card to draw a card.
Oh, you're
Search a card.
refunding what you're
Yeah.
playing. Yeah. With Selfie combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Squall's sick.
Yeah. I think it's a solid 4.
It is 4 to cost 4 or less, but because it's 4 or less and not 4,
It makes
you
it
get a lot of other targets that you can hit.
Quistis.
Quistis. You get... And if you turn
Quistis
one
from
him...
this set.
Gilgamesh.
You turn one him, you get something out of it. Gil does have Cat 8s.
Yep. So you get to.
Dude, I think there's specifically one in this set.
Gil's everywhere.
Yeah.
Gil's in like everything. Gil's in...
FBE, let's be honest.
Gil's 8, 6.
You can
Ultros is 6.
you can-
8, 5, 13,
if you're playing like a Cat 8, like
14.
Ice, Fire, like Lightning package, you can go off of Selfie. You can go find Gil, and you're like, I have a response to anything you play this next turn.
I think the issue you'll start running into is if you want to play this or other squalls. But other than that, this one combos really well with
this squall facilitates a bigger, faster board build.
But doesn't do too much to hold his board.
He holds himself though.
He holds himself if you have the board, if you have the characters.
Which isn't. It's 4 characters.
You can also find the Cypher.
Yep.
You play Cypher, ping yourself a damage, give Cypher haste, or give your squall haste too. So if you don't have Selfie, you can just.
I'm curious as to how the Cat 8s from this will feel with the Cat 8s, the lightning stuff, the Cypher deal yourself damage package.
James, he plays Ultimecia.
The new one?
No, the dark one for free.
Because it is a Cat 8.
She's a 4 cost.
Cat 8.
That's pretty cool. Tax deck.
Tax deck.
Tax deck. There's only one thing that's inevitable.
You could use.
There's always tax.
You could find the Selfie too to find the Ultimecia, and then grab the Ultimecia, play it after you've done your swings, and then just.
Dude. Cat 8's gross in title now.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, it's nuts. Because Selfie backup to find this, play something else, play Ultimecia. Gross. Next card. All right, you're up.
The chase card from the set.
Sephiroth. 3-drop Sephiroth. Forward soldier. Cat 7. When Sephiroth enters the field, your opponent discards a card. Pay 1 ice. 2. Remove Sephiroth in your hand from the game. Choose 1 forward. Go forward. Break it until the end of your turn. You can cast Sephiroth removed. You can cast
him removed by this ability's cost.
You can only use this ability if Sephiroth is in your hand.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have him in hand, you go pay 3, remove him, break a dude, and then if I want to, I can pay 3 again to play him and make you discard.
Gross.
It's very convoluted in the way they worded that.
I don't like it. Pay 6 to break a dull dude.
And make your opponent discard seems a little lackluster.
And make your opponent discard seems lackluster. So the card art, pretty cool.
Looks sick, yeah. He's playable off of the, what is it? Not the Reagan.
Angeal.
Angeal. I know it was a weird set of letters.
It's like Angel.
Angeal, though. A-E-A-L.
Yeah, you like swap 2 letters around.
And Reagan, R-A-E-L. Or A-L, I don't remember. It's just a weird set of letters to spell a name. That's all.
He's 3.
Yeah.
I kind of want to say 2. I think he's a little overcosted. I think he's really cool, and he's going to be a chase card, obviously. But I don't see him being overly played. He's a cool.
I think he's a 3 just because he says discard on play.
I was going to say I would understand 3 because he says auto discard.
That's it.
Yeah.
Would you like to Ratsu this now?
Yeah.
Ratsuing anything that says discard feels bad. Next one, Jamathan.
Time Mage, 2-drop, multi-playable, Cat 5 standard unit forward. When Time Mage enters the field, choose a forward, dull, and freeze it. Neat. When Time Mage enters the field, choose 1 character. If you control 2 more job standard unit backups, dull it and freeze it. 2-drop that says freeze 2 dudes seems really cool.
Well, as long as you have standard units.
Yeah, like if you're playing crystals.
And backups.
Yeah.
Let me play this.
But a 2-drop with 2 dull freezes is nice. And he's a common. So Time Mage and it's multi-playable. Time Mage is fine. Time Mage is definitely a 3.
Let me play this Jester. Or,
I kind of want to say 2 just because you have to play this job standard unit backups.
That's fine. There's a couple that you can play.
Yeah. I mean, you can play the crystal one.
You don't have to play the boring ones.
No, but I mean.
The Cat 14 ones are standard units.
Yeah. So you play the Geomancer, then you play the
and
then you play the other one that gates to a crystal and draw a card for 3, and then
3.
You can play the play Jester, dull their dude on their turn. Then if they want to aggro you out, then you go into the 3-drop one that lets you gain a crystal draw. Play the 2-drop Geomancer that lets you gain another crystal, and then play the one that says you have 3 or more free. Then you have four backups in ice.
As long as you see it all, but yeah. Or you just build those 2 and play this, and you got free students.
That's minimal stuff you get rid of from your hand.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh God, I overswitch. Okay, cool. Next one, Medusa. I like the art.
I like this card.
Always. 3-drop, 7K, Cat 3, forward. When Medusa enters the field, choose a forward, place 1 petrification counter on it, and it gains if a petrification counter is placed on this forward cannot attack or block, and pay 5, remove all petrification counters from this forward. These effects do not end at the end of turn.
This card's really cool.
Why are there so many cool targets to flicker? Flickering this over Noah is cool. I get to say 2 dudes can't do anything unless you pay 5 for each. And why would you want to pay 5?
No.
Do you know what I think?
I swing. You bounce it with Chocobo, then you play it again, and then you're like, haha. Now you have 2 dudes that say they can't do it.
True.
And you can still play Renoa.
Yeah, you can still play Renault and Icewind.
And then you play Lock. And after
you lock them out of the game, and you're like, ha ha ha. They're dead that turn after.
I think this card reminds me a lot of the 2 we got, Cabrera and the Mask.
Wicked Mask.
Wicked Mask. And the play style it's playing, which is weird, obscure, unnaturally inside the game already. This card is very tax funny.
Tax. And then Golbez is behind it going, hey, you have to pay 3 as well. Next one.
And then on top of that, not Golbez, Man in Black.
Man in Black, sorry.
Man in Black.
I was about to say Man in Black.
Same person.
I know, and you
We
said
can't confirm
Golbez,
that.
and my brain.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't.
You said Golbez, and my brain went.
Job question
Man
mark.
in Black?
Have you seen them both in the same room?
No.
Then you can't say they're the same person. Same with Hooded Man and
Kane.
Kane. You've never seen them both in the same room. You can't say that they're not the same person.
All right, next one's up. Sorry, you get the garbage one.
I always get the garbage ones. That's how it's been this
one.
podcast. Yeah, it's the one. It's a 1-drop Uke, multi-playable. When Uke enters the field, look at the top card of your deck. You want to place it on the bottom of your deck. Cool. You know what? I'll give this only a 2. This is the only way I can play it. Nope.
No.
I get to play it because I can build this Sethro deck and I can look at the top card, see if Darkness Manifest is on the top of my deck, and if it's not, I put it on the bottom, and then we top check with the Sethro and hope it's on the top then.
Still a 1. Still
I will say, dumb meme. You use these cards to top check, so you can play Ultimisi and a free play card off the top of your deck.
Exactly.
That's it.
Darkness Manifest. That's the only goal.
No, Sin. That's the meme goal, is free play Sin so you can pay 9 immediately.
Do you know it's just better? Playing Leviathan.
To stack, yes, I get it,
Yeah.
James. But Leviathan costs 3. This costs 1.
And it's a different color.
And I hope I don't draw it.
Yeah. Card's garbage.
Next one, because I think there's one more. Yeah, Renault, this goes to James.
I like this art. Noah's a 3-drop resistance
Nomura's
fighter.
really good.
Cat 8 backup. If you control a card named Squall, the cost required to cast Renault is reduced by 1, so it's 2-drop. Tap, put Renault into the break zone. Your opponent discards 2 cards. You can only use ability during your turn. I think this card's very neat.
She's common. I'd just use a 3 just because she's a 3-drop that says make a discard 2.
Yeah. I do think, depending on how it'll go, I think the 3-drop ice from sets. It's a Cat 8. It's a Cat 8 specific play card. I just can't think of which set it's in.
Which one? So, is it a Renoa?
Yeah.
It's from set 10?
No, I think it's younger than 10.
Well, you're the one that says every time you play a
Older
Cat
than
8?
10.
You're saying the one that every time you play a Cat 8, you do one of 3 things?
Maybe?
And then if it's Squall, you do all 3? I used to play it in my old Ice Lightning deck because we didn't play Ice Lightning Sid or whatever his name is. The Ice Lightning multi-element.
Yeah,
dude.
it's Cat 9 actually.
Yeah.
Alcid?
Yeah, Alcid. We didn't play Alcid. We played Renoa Squall, and then we played Cat 13. So we played a Cat 8, Cat 13 mix, which we like dulled all their boards so that way our lightning could hit and swing immediately and just dull people out of the game. And that's how we got around Alcid. Because we kept dulling their dudes and they just couldn't play a game against us.
I mean, it works. What are you looking
X Death?
with? Which one? What? Who?
Squall into this.
Which one? The water one?
This one, yeah. Pay X, play a dude.
Nope. Breaks a dude.
Oh, it's break? Choose one for. Oh, it says put in the break zone. Oh, not as cool.
James. What in tarnation?
I'm a card game player. I can't read.
What in intrepidation? That's fair. All right, valid.
Today, that's funny because today I was doing that to to Ben. He was like playing Slay the Spire, and every time he said something about like card game stuff, I was like 70% of card game players, 30% of card game players. He's like, I didn't draw the out. 80% of card game players.
Yep. Also, never forget one of my favorite cards. It's like a meme Magic card. It was actually here. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find it on here. White. Yep, that's right. Because this here, hold this. This keyboard doesn't work. Just use the keyboard, James.
Okay.
White Flag Magic or something like that. Go away. Nope, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Agony of Defeat. Split instant, split second. Costs nothing. Until the end of turn, if you lose the game, instead reveal your hand and the top 4 cards of your library. You may explain to your opponent how you could have won the game. You still lose.
Oh, that's from a meme site, yeah.
It's just so dumb. I love it.
Okay.
That wraps up Fire and
Fire.
Ice, which took us
An hour.
roughly, yeah.
So we have to work a little harder.
I mean, that's what we always do. We end up start
We
moving
spent like
fast.
6 hours.
Thirty-
We're really in depth in the beginning,
30
and then we're like, oh god, it's
We gotta
getting
get
late.
through this.
30 minutes for the elements each. That's nice.
So
It's a little more than an hour.
let's get crack-a-lackin'. Can you move to the next card?
Oh, sure.
And I'm just gonna give the countdown in case I split these up. If I don't, oh well, you guys got a second countdown. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to TCG University. For those of you who are already here, thanks for sticking with us through this live stream. It's me, Noah, with
James.
And Oliver.
and now we are going to mosey our happy selves along through Hidden Hope, through Wind.
This is
then
my
Earth.
favorite full art from the set.
Really, Alexander?
I just like the way this.
Alexander category 13 is pretty sick.
That's
I just like the way this looks.
yeah, but like Alexander Cat 8 is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's an entire.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Alexander the Great.
So it's a 3-drop summon.
He took over most of Europe.
Category 13.
Practically the world.
Choose one forward. Your one forward you control, one forward the opponent controls. During this turn, the next damage dealt to the former is dealt to the latter instead. If CP paid to cast Alexander was only produced by backups, also draw one card. Sick. This card, 3. Easily.
No. You want to know why?
No use.
No, here's the thing. I say 4 because you have shitty dude. You play Alexander. Wool's coming at you at your face, and you're like, "I'll cast the Alexander. I'll block the Wool now." All right, cool. It's taking 10 because it's taking 10 from Wool, so Wool will take it
Wool
instead.
dies.
So
Oh
we'll
wait,
take
Wool still has first strike. Oh,
Yeah, but it
matter.
doesn't
matter.
back.
That's actually really good. That is really good.
I think it's a
4.
very, very cool counter card.
I said 3, but I'm taking it to a 4 because it is pretty funny to do
All
stuff
summons
to
are
it.
hand traps, but not all hand traps are summons.
I think this card is a 4. I think it's a 3 right now. There's no Wind deck that wants to play this.
You sure?
In my opinion, yeah. Wind doesn't.
Protecting a specific person whose name may be
Sethro.
Rosa.
Oh.
Rosa, Baltier.
Actually, oh my god, you can dodge Ratsu with this card. It might cancel the ability, but the damage won't hit your card. You can dodge Ratsu.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's still a waste.
Ratsu
You can
still punches you, but it doesn't put you in the hospital, basically.
Protects your Baltier too. If you're like on a train to like just kill him, and they're like,
This is because we're both dancer players. It protects our Mayakov.
yeah. It does say protect our Mayakov.
Are you trying to ping my Mayakov? What if I just went, no you. Uno reverse. It's literally the Uno reverse of the game.
I just think it's too slow for Wind, in my opinion.
You're playing a multi-element deck where the other element is setting
Yeah,
itself
100%.
up, so that way
Your second element needs to be Wind, or one of your elements needs to be Wind. It needs to be like that's the idea. Like I think
I like it though.
I think it's very cool. I just think it's definitely a 4. I just don't think Wind has anything it's doing right now where it needs to play this.
It's also a different type of summon that hasn't really been introduced.
Yeah. There's
We
a
don't
bunch
have-
of fire that does sorts, or earth that does something of this.
No, they just deny the damage to themselves. It's not they redirect
change
it.
it. Yeah, they
don't.
switch it.
Earth get big.
Earth get big.
All right, next card.
Titans are very similar to this.
Ciao.
Alexander.
This is Null, right? Or this is Hope, right?
Looks like hope. Jesus Christ. And it's your favorite art style.
Is it me? Oh, gross. 4-drop Wool.
No, it's his turn.
Wait, you said it like it was mine.
No, I
No.
just wanted you to hit the button.
4-drop Wool, backup Warrior of Light, Theater Rhythm Mobius, When Mole enters the field, select one of the two following actions. Choose one forward to cost 6 or more. Break it. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add one wind card from among them to your hand, and then return the others to the bottom of your deck in any order.
I think it's a cool mono wind backup.
It's just a mono win backup. That's all it
just
is.
a mono
It
wind
says
backup.
stop Ned and then break itself. That's it.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Pay 4 to kill a dude is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but
It's
I
a
mean,
3.
water still has it easier by just going fan
well,
for it. But
everything in Wind says break Ned. So
yeah, that's bad. Wind's the anti-Ned. Oh, God, we got to play more wind now.
All the Alexanders, like 50% of
you're
the
the only
Alexanders
one that
do
right
that.
now hates Ned so much.
I lost to Ned.
50% of Alexanders say break Ned.
I think this card's a solid 3. It's not in the experts, doesn't overextend. Having 2 different modes you can choose, very nice. But most of the time, you're just choosing the wind. You're choosing the pickup.
You're up next.
Solid.
There's like 3 Alexanders that are EX that say break Ned.
There, I want you to know, it's just not Alexander. It's practically everything in wind.
Kelger breaks Ned.
Yeah. Epionoris. Apiornis. Oh, look, Apiornis.
I'm friends with you.
We just lost all of our viewers.
Right? We're at 3.
Correct.
2-drop multiplayable bird monster. Cat 7. Hey.
Job bird.
Job bird.
It goes caca.
During your turn, Epionis also becomes a forward with 5k power.
You're a degenerate.
Epionis cannot be blocked by a forward of 4 or more. Epionis at damage 3 cannot be blocked by a forward of 3 or less. It just can't be blocked at at damage 3.
It's just really hard to deal with. It's a sneaky boy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wind has a lot of
he
that
has
too, which
flying.
is funny.
He goes above them.
And he has feet, so he goes below them.
2.
Yeah, too.
I also think it's like a 2.
Hit me up.
This is my second. Oh, here's the Epionis. I forgot about it. Everybody look at the big bird. Look at Big Bird.
You lost your privileges.
Oh,
I might be typing randomly, but at least I keep up with the cards, James.
I was reading.
1, 2.
This is my second favorite card from the set.
Enkidu. 3-drop, forward, warrior, cat 5. When he enters the field, choose up to 3 backups you control, activate him so he's free.
Yeah.
If you control a card named Gilgamesh, when a card named Gilgamesh enters your field, you can pay 2. When you do so, play him onto the field. This effect will trigger only if he's in the break zone. He never goes away.
As long as you have a Gilgamesh. And Gilgamesh never goes away.
Hey, lightning wind, brother. Let's go.
I do think this Enkidu is very cool.
Yeah.
There's a Gilgamesh that plays this, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
It's because I put a little thingy there. What? Oh. There we go. It should be, I believe, this one. Search for a card, play it on the field doll. Just tap it.
And if I played backups in my deck.
This card's cool.
Or played Wind. I do think this card's very cool, and I think there's actually a lot of really cool Gilgameshes that could see play. Like, you have a Cat 8 Gilgamesh that you can
And
play.
the full art's nice.
Yeah. Full art's my second favorite full art. This is my least favorite card in the set.
This is one of my favorite full
Actually,
arts, though.
It's not. It's not my least favorite.
1,
Drops my
2.
least favorite.
Oliver, you're up.
We didn't give a
Okay.
number thing for the Inkudus.
Oh, he's like a 3.
He's
I also
three.
think he's like a 3.
He's just a good body to keep putting out.
Yeah.
He's a wind card that lets wind keep storming. He's
If
a
you
cast.
if you play
He
Gilgamesh.
literally he's free.
By himself, I guess.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to have him in hand and have the ability to draw a bunch of cards, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if Gil enters, you go pay 2, do it again.
Yeah. If there's a good
3-drop Kane, forward, Dragoon, Cat 4. Haste, first strike. When Kane attacks, choose 2 characters, activate them. Damage 3, Kane gets 1,000 power. He's a 7k. That's cool.
I think this card's also really cool for Mono Wind, but
He's too weak.
I don't think they need it.
I
It's
think
the same
it's-
thing as the Enkidu. I think it's really cool, helps with counts, helps activating. They don't need it.
I think they do.
I don't think they do.
The haste aspect is why.
I understand that Wind doesn't really have any haste.
The big issue with Mono Wind is Mono Wind has to set up a turn where they push with all their dudes, and then they're allowed to get clapped.
Mono
if they
Wind,
need to,
Mono
and then
Wind
they do it
just
again.
says, I want to be able to play 7 dudes in a turn to kill you with Luso. And that's all Mono Wind does. It's all Mono. I'm going to let you know
But
for
this
JP
Kane-
format wise, it's all Mono Wind's going to do for the next like 2.5 sets.
This Kane realistically only costs 1.
Yep.
Depending on how you decide to pay.
As long as they don't get rid of it.
And he's an early dude you can put out 4 damage, which isn't terrible.
No, I'm not saying it's not.
Him. Now you'll have him, Kelger, Null at damage 3. So you have 3 targets that technically can have haste
That are worth playing.
that are worth playing. Those are good enough.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
A solid 3.
Solid 3.
It can at one point deal your opponent 3 damage.
I will say this though. It is another Dragoon under wind, 4 Dragoons.
4 Dragoons. But it's a cane.
That's true. But what cane are they playing right now?
The 2-drop that says restand all your dudes or draw a card.
Is that wind?
Yes.
Eh.
You just have to have a crystal or else it goes to your opponent.
I mean,
at the end
But
of the
there's a
turn.
crystal
you have
Dragoon.
a cool full art.
There's literally 2 Dragoons
Yeah, I know.
that give crystals.
I know.
Under wind. You're up next, James.
Ranger. I did, okay. 2-drop multiplayable standard unit, Cat 11 backup. Tap, put Ranger in the break zone, choose a forward of 2 or less, deal at 5k. That's terrible. Pay 1 tap, discard a win card, put Ranger in the break zone, choose a monster, break it. Also kind of mid.
Yeah.
But having Monster Hate is actually very cool because I don't think Wind has a couple of cards that deal with monsters, but nothing actively that you can have on board. So that's pretty cool.
Isn't there one?
I don't think there's any
I think there
like
is
backup.
It's not a
Anti-monster.
backup. I think it's a forward.
I'm saying like this gives you something where it's on board, and at any time if you have a problem with it, you can play it.
I just don't like
What are
that.
you doing?
It theoretically takes
Oh, no,
4
it's being
CP
weird.
across multiple turns.
I think you're being weird.
It's being weird.
Just
What
press
card
the
did he
left
not understand?
No, it's not like he didn't understand. It's like, oh, that card's ridiculous. Why'd they make it?
Oh.
That kind of thing. You're good.
What card was it?
Next one. Another Clavat.
Probably Shiba.
I think so. I don't remember. No, not Shiva. When Clavat enters the field, look at the top card of your deck and we place it at the bottom of your deck.
Pat
One.
Butter.
Yeah, skipping straight through. Oliver, you're up.
Sid FFBE. He's a 4-drop Sid FFBE forward, Sworn 6 of Paldea. At the beginning of attack phase, during each of your turns, select one of the 2 following actions. Choose 2 characters, activate them. All forwards you control gain. This forward cannot be chosen by your opponent's summons until the end of the turn. When Sid FFBE is put from the field into the break zone, you may pay 3. When you do so, place Sid FFBE from the break zone onto the field doled.
Card's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I don't think you played an FFBE deck, unfortunately, because
No, 'cause you'd rather play the other one.
You'd rather play the other one.
He's really cool. Mono win.
He's really cool.
A
He's a
static
little
activate too.
slow.
A static activate too is not bad.
Static Activate 2 is not terrible. But he's another dude on the deck that you have to play.
He also protects your dudes.
That's also true.
It's hard
And
to
he's a
protect
static
your dude.
activate too.
Yes, I understand.
I think that's the most
Do you know how
important
much
part.
space Mono Wind actually has? Not a lot. Mono Wind does not have that much space.
You can make it work.
I'm saying
You
like,
know-
hey, I'm saying a cool one of
you
neat.
know it's funny. You could play him in a one of in the Dancers deck with a little set, and you're just like
Static activate too.
you just activate 2, and then if you have like
Hey, my guys can't be targeted by summons.
yeah,
He's the only person you're allowed to touch.
yeah,
All
And then if he
forwards.
dies, you put him back in.
That's great.
yeah,
Oh, we're gonna have a field day.
yeah.
Next
I still
card.
think he's like a 3.
He's still 3.
He's
but like
gonna
there's-
find some slots, but I don't think
he's gonna be a 1 to 2 of in certain decks.
and almost at max, kind of. I don't think he's going to find like a spot where he's a 3 of. I think this card's of getting thrown into Dragoons.
Go.
Oh, it's me. 4 for Sosha. Dragoon, FFBE forward. If you control a job Dragoon or card name Dragoon, the cost required of this is the cost.
She's a 2-drop 8K.
Yep, 2-drop 8K. Tap, choose 1 forward, deal a 4K, which is also very neat.
That's cool.
Oh, well, you have the thing that doesn't. Don't they have something like
Brave.
his Brave?
I don't think Brave. I know First Strike. And
It might be
Yeah.
First Strike and Haste.
Or at
Yeah.
least Haste.
It's
I
very
think
much
Barbariccia- not Barbariccia.
Barbaricia gives.
Barbara or whatever her name is.
Yeah, Barbara. I think it's Barbara.
Um,
Barbara.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's very cool. 2-drop, easy to play Dragoon that isn't the same name is very, very nice for them.
Next
Especially
one.
under Wind.
She's a 3.
This garbage card.
Jalinka, if you control 3 or more category FFCC characters, the card name Yuri you control gains haste.
Woo.
I'll let you know. It plays with the card from this set. Card from this set is pretty much garbage.
I mean, what is this? The second 2-drop Jalinka?
Yeah.
Cool, so they're both bad. So
The other
that-
one kills a monster.
moving on.
Yeah. Understandable.
I wish I had this card. Boom!
Here,
Got a full art.
Here, you ready? If you have this and you're playing FCC, it makes your Yuri have haste, the light one.
What does that matter?
You can tap it as soon as you want.
You can tap him whenever. It's an action ability.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a tap ability. Is
Nope.
it? No, never mind then. Doesn't matter.
You tried.
For my brain, I'm like, I was trying to make it better for you. I know it's not. I do think it's garbage.
All right, go ahead.
4-drop Dorgan for Dawn Warrior Cat 5. When Dorgan enters the field, select one of the 3 following actions. If you have cast 3 or more cards this turn, select 2 of the following 3 actions instead. Choose 1 forward of cost 5 or more, remove it from the game. Choose 1 monster, remove it from the game. Choose 2 cards from either player's break zone, remove them from the game, draw a card. All three modes are good.
They are very good. There's one problem with this card. It's Underwind.
It's Underwind. But he does what Dorgan does, and that's remove. Every
Dorgan
made is removed.
Yes.
So that's fanatic.
Here's the problem. The problem with the card is Wind. Wind only does one thing, and will probably do one thing for a while.
The Dawn Warrior dude that plays a free Dawn Warrior.
We talked about it when we saw this.
It's just he doesn't mesh with Dawn Warriors, but like you also have to cast 3 or more cards to get.
I mean, Dawn Warriors at this point is mainly just Wind.
Yeah.
So
but after your Kelger turn,
Kelger and Nimrod both Wind.
After your
there's also a Lightning Kelger.
Who cares?
There's an Ice Zizat.
Who cares?
There's a Earth Zizat.
There's Ice.
There's Earth Galoof, Earth Galoof, Earth Galoof, Earth Galoof, and Earth
Galoof.
Galoof. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Well, I'm just saying, like, after the turn that you've played him, you remove two cards from them and draw a card, so like it helps like recover you a bit
100%.
after playing the 6-drop.
The biggest problem with the card is it's Wind. Wind right now, like we were talking about earlier, it's just a Storm deck. There's not a lot of other mono Wind decks, and if you have to fit this in at best, just like Sid FBE, a 1 to a 2 of max. Like he's not going to find a slot where he is the main thing. Like Irvine does a very similar thing on where he gets to remove cards, gets to be aggressive and stuff. Max 3 of it, almost every deck is going to play because it's that good.
Well, he also has a special, so that changes what he...
I don't think the special changes max 3. I think the removal makes him a max 3. No, I think the removal and haste makes him a max 3.
No, I think the special also makes him max 3. Like, you could play him as 12.
I think the special makes him like a 5 instead of a 4 in our rating system.
Because I think you could easily get away with 2 Irvines in the deck.
Is this a full art? It is a full art. Yeah. No, you just read Dorgan. This one's you.
Hell yeah. Nanamigo. 4-drop Robber, Cat 11, forward.
Stole my heart.
Dang. Are you furry?
Ah!
For you. When Nanamigo enters the field, select one of the 2 following actions. Choose 1 forward of cost 2 or less in your opponent's break zone, play it onto your field. Neat. Choose 1 summon of cost 3 or less in your opponent's break zone, cast it as though you owned it without paying the cost. If you cast it, remove that summon from the game after use instead.
Loser.
Now get rid of your discard pile, loser. Without paying cost is disgusting too.
Hey man.
Whose car? I don't know if
Hear me out. You take the Ratsu. It's your car.
Was it your car?
Yes.
How'd you do? Did you?
I hit my alarm button.
I was making sure like
take your Ratsu, loser.
Yeah. I mean, just don't get it. You're not allowed to pick it up later. Okay, I'm just gonna toss my key right there. Cool.
So you don't do it again.
Hey man,
yeah. That was funny. I was like,
hey,
man, I
man.
wonder if that's
Here's the thing: you get to steal the Ratsu, and you can just play it whenever you want. It doesn't say for this turn.
Yep.
Just says do it.
Hear me out. Can we just build a whole steal your deck? And
no, you have to cast it. You have to cast it.
Yeah, when you can normally.
Nope.
You cast it as though you owned it without paying the cost.
Yeah.
But you can't cast Ratsu because
it doesn't say you may cast it whenever you want as though you owned it. It says you cast it as though you owned it, which is forcing you at that moment when you play the ability to cast that summon. So you're forced to cast whatever 3 or less summon they have. Mist Dragon, get rid of your discard pile. I'll draw 1 card, I guess. Is probably the best option. K-Sif's a neat option too. Like, I mean, you're stealing.
I'll draw 1. You're
not stealing. You only get to use 1 of the abilities, so you're not going to play a Dewdrop. I'll Ixion from your discard pile. You can't pay the kicker cost. That sucks. But
Hear me out. Play it with the Onion Knight, the wind one. That says play a 3 or 4 cost when you tap him. You tap him, bounce him back to play a 3 or 4 cost as an action ability.
Well, you steal from their discard pile.
Yeah.
Are you saying to...
You reactively use the Onion Knight to respond with her. So you would tap him, bounce him back to your hand, play 3 or 4.
Her? Okay.
Play her.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Does he say your turn?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Is it? I'm pretty sure you have to wait a turn because he doesn't have haste.
Yeah, he doesn't have haste. But... Wrong
There goes that one.
No.
No, you don't.
Sick.
I was like,
Down.
I was like,
that's the flow block shit with them too.
yeah.
Like,
cool.
it's not terrible.
That's actually really nice.
It's gonna. Here's the thing.
It's funny. It's not gonna make the card better, but it's funny.
You could steal somebody's Ratsu and use it against them though with that
No.
technique.
Oh, with
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if they trigger
with that
ETB
technique,
and you're like, Onion Knight, bounce, play.
Ratsu.
I'll take the Ratsu. They're like, you did all
Here's the
that?
thing. This
Yes.
card by itself is a 4, just like the Dorgan. It's a 4.
It's a 5.
Nope.
It's a 5.
Oh yeah, fine. It's a 4.
It is a
problem.
4. It
the
is
problem
4.
why
It
it's
is a
not,
4.
in my opinion, the problem why it's not a 5. Same problem Dorgan had. It's a wind.
It's a wind.
Like
The other
mono wind is not going to play this.
This is how wind would be though.
Yeah. If
Standard
mono
mono
wind
wind's not
wasn't,
gonna play
if
that.
this wasn't storm in as its entirety for wind, what we have right now. This card is very, very good, but mono wind can't play this. It's not going to storm. You have to be lucky on whatever your opponent's playing. It's very pigeonholed into what it wants to do.
Pigeonholed.
Pigeonhole.
I'm going to say pigeonholed.
Well,
It's
I don't know
correct.
why you're holding the pigeon.
That's
No, we've already held it.
Oh, got
That's
you. What do you
not
feel
the
like?
Pigeonheld.
What do you feel like?
Disappointing.
Depends
Because it
on
can't
the
storm.
depends on the pigeon.
But like that's what I'm saying. It's pigeonholed to what it's already doing. Wind doesn't do it. It does something really cool, but unless you are secondarily colored playing wind, and it's your free color to do things.
Don't
Unless
forget, it does take a forward to cost 2 or less as well.
which is very cool.
Take
A
say-
lot of good 2-drops.
Take their Zidane.
There's a Dane.
Do you know what would be really sick? Is there a card that trades forwards? What's the card that trades forwards?
Magic Pot?
No, I want to give them a forward.
Oh, no.
What I was thinking was, you use this, steal their lightning from their discard pile. They play lightning, you give them lightning back. Blow up both lightnings at the same time.
Yeah, full art. Why does this
They
card
can't
not
have
have
they
a full art?
can't have they can't have 2 lights.
no,
anymore.
I understand that, but I
He-
thought there was one that does
I don't
it.
think there's a card that says give your opponent a forward. There's cards that your opponent can steal your forward.
And there's the it's a cat 1 card that says, or cat 2 card. You give them on play. You give it to him.
Borgin.
Yeah, and then when you play a cat 2, it comes back. It's real nonsense.
Leon's also go to your opponent because Leon's a fucking dirty traitor in Cat 2.
What does he do?
Dirty traitor.
Does he just give himself
When
over?
you play him, you usually just give it to your opponent.
Oh, that's what that. Oh, then maybe that's what I'm thinking.
But Leon does that. It's not. Leon gives himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I was
Borgin also
I was
does
trying
it
to
too.
think of a dumb combo where I
Yeah.
could like make them blow up their own lightnings for being dumb.
Next one. 2 CP, but
I think this card's really
category 5, Wanderer and Warrior of Light, forward. 5K. Remove 3, just standard action. Remove 3 Job Warrior of Lights in your break zone from the game. Bart's gains. He can't be chosen by your opponent's abilities until the end of turn. Time Magic. Digicopy, pay X, search for a Job Warrior Light of cost X or less, play it onto the field. You can only use the ability during your turn.
I think this card's disgusting.
How you facilitates that deck? Hella hard. Like, honestly, the Warrior Light deck, I have plays the Barts that, like, kind of keeps himself alive from, like, other element. I'd rather play this.
Play both.
No. Not room.
Play both.
There's not room.
So you can special.
There's not room. Just play 3 of this and be fine with it.
Fine. Whatever.
He's, like, annoyed by it.
You could find the
Also,
you could find
it
a
plays
Ruffy.
backups.
You can find a Ruffy off of this.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is Time Magic.
You can play Sarah.
Play whatever
Just
you
search
want.
for 2 more dudes.
Sick.
Sarah, I don't believe is a Warrior Light.
I'm almost positive she
unless
is.
you're talking about the Earth one, right?
No, the backup. Is she
Princess
not a
Sarah?
Warrior Light? No.
I'm pretty sure.
You hush. You don't know this well enough.
Wow.
She's Sarah Mobius, I believe.
Nope, Sarah.
Oh.
Sarah FFL. Or
Oh.
7 CP Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Which also plays another dude. So play backup to play a dude. Or play backup to search 2 dudes.
You would have to be able to pay 6 though, and have your Barts.
So pay 8.
So
That's
pay
not
8
hard.
to play this to search 2.
That's not hard.
Seems
If you
like-
want to
seems
do
like
it.
tiny bit
You don't need
overcost.
to.
No, you play
But
the
it searches for Lena. It plays Lena.
no, you play the light Ruffia so that way you can grab another dude. So you can grab
That's
either
smart.
like so that way you can like either grab like Luneth or something, and then or you can grab you can grab Soul or no, you'd have to get Luneth, or you grab Arc so that way you can play Arc so that way you can top check, and then if there's a Soul in there you
Or-
grab the Soul.
You grab Ferris.
I was
you
gonna
can
say
Ferris
Ferris.
trigger and search off of Ferris.
I was gonna say Ferris trigger.
I'll pay 4 for Ferris. That's
Here's the
balance.
thing. This says if you don't have Ferris on board, but you still have all your Warrior of Lights, it says you get to pay for Ferris and have an extra Barts. Pay for it to just have an auto on play. Oh, it's his turn. Your turn. Never mind. Got disappointed.
You went through all that to go. Oh,
It doesn't work.
next one. I think Bart's is Warrior Light. He's a 3.
I think he's like a 3 in general.
Yep. He's a 3.
3 to 4. He is another way to facilitate 7 CP wool, but you're paying 8.
Pay 9 technically. Pay 7. Pay 2.
Yep.
Pay 7. Pay himself. Sorry. Pitch himself.
Pay 9.
Yeah.
Next one.
I honestly, he's a 3 in Warrior of Light for sure. I think he's a 2 outside of it.
Yeah.
He doesn't do much outside of Warrior of Light itself.
He only functions with wolves.
Yep.
Geomancer, 4-drop Geomancer, multiplayable forward, standard unit, cap 5. Geomancer cannot be chosen by your opponent's abilities. When Geomancer enters the field, choose up to 3 backups. If you control 2 or more job standard unit backups, activate them.
This card's also really cool for Storm, but like I just don't
Well,
think
if you're
it's
playing
good
the
enough.
standard units, which Storm is doing a lot of Chocobo Moogle plays.
Yeah, Storm is doing a lot of Chocobo, also like Ashura stuff. It's just trying to bounce and recur just like 2 or 3 cards, and then go Luso board wipe.
Chocobo Moogles.
Yeah.
Because
It's-
Sam searches out Chocobos.
Yeah.
And then your Moogles are Chocomogged.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like a 3.
I almost want to say 2. Again, like when
I
doesn't.
take it back. It's like a 4.
Why a 4?
I'm just fucking with you. It's a 2.
I mean, it's a 4-drop.
Ha!
What I was gonna say about the Barts. This is like one of the first Barts.
I was gonna make that joke.
It's like one of the first Barts that doesn't just like do a bunch of like crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like the
He's still a little
Barts.
crazy. Well, I mean, you have a Bartz that just says, "Hey, if you didn't deal with me, I tap bottom deck and draw 2." Like,
There's a Barts that says,
I'm whatever category, or I'm whatever color and whatever job you want.
"I
me
want to
to
be on play. I'm whatever you have." There's a
I'm
Barts that
all
says,
jobs.
I'm all job. I'm whatever
When
you
you
have.
play me, I rescind all your win characters.
The weakest one is the other Warrior of Light one that says, I do a bunch of things with crystals and replay dudes, which also has so much fucking text on it that it's nuts. This is the only card that I think is actually just like a 3 or less. I think all the other Barts are teetering into 4s.
It's because he's the main protagonist.
This one's you, James. Read the wool.
Yeah.
What? Oh, the wool? Okay. 2-drop wool, theater rhythm, cat 13, forward, Ravager, Lassie.
That's weird.
When wool enters the field,
That's not Warrior of Light.
reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add a category
hope
13 character
focus
from
on
among them to your
Warrior
hand. Return the others to the bottom of your deck in any order. Aroga, pay 1.
Why does it sound weird when you say it? God!
Because I'm trying to say
Aruga.
Aruga.
Oh, my leg.
Choose 1 forward of 9k or more and break it. By the way, it's also hope, not wool.
It's a dumb joke.
It's a 2.
He said the joke and I
He's
just
a
run
2.
with it.
It's a 2.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I'm tired of them giving
It's
us
definitely a 2.
the only good hope you've ever given us that works in the Cat 13 deck.
Is the one that came in the
Is
Cat 13 deck.
The Cat 13 hope, the lightning one. Otherwise, give me a fire hope, give me an ice hope, or give me another lightning hope. Don't give me a wind hope. I'm tired of wind hopes. We get Alexander and
this
Hope go
character?
hand in
It's
hand.
definitely a 2 cost though.
We got this character. Sick.
Helena Leonis. I hope I said that right.
Yes, you did.
FFBE.
Helena.
Forward, green mage. Oh, dude, 2 green mages. Whoa. Pay a crystal, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, remove 1 card among them from the game, put the other at the bottom of your deck. You can cast it at any time you normally could cast it this turn. The cost required to cast it is reduced by 2.
4.
4.
Yeah.
That's
Because
a solid 4.
it can be it's because it can also be 0.
Hold on. Oh, it is normally cast this turn. But yeah, it could make a card 0.
Yep.
And it reduces it. It does a better job of wool. Where wool says reveal top and then cast the 2 CP firewall.
Yeah.
It's just better.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper.
Mono Wind can play this one and not have an issue.
It doesn't require you to, it only requires a crystal. And it's usable. Oh, it's only during your turn. Never mind. If it was cross turn,
I like that we keep doing
It's
this.
because
yeah, we do.
it's because
Here, no, you can have this one.
No, I'm sorry.
We apologize for your loss.
little set. Oh.
Exactly. Why?
3 costs. Little set. EX Burst. Backup Dancer. DFF. Cat 11. EX first. When this set enters the field, choose one forward, deal 1,000 damage for each character you control.
Pack fodder.
Yep. It's
Garbage.
Nothing but pack
but
fodder.
it's 1, unfortunately.
There you go, brother.
Oh yeah, I actually really love.
Hold
this
on,
card.
did I move this over straight to a full art?
No.
Yeah, they put it in. No, yeah,
They put it
on
on
the-
sequence.
yeah,
Yeah.
they put it in a bad order. Redis. I think it's Redis. I don't know. 5-drop Sky Pirate Cat 12 forward. The cost.
Badass.
Yeah. The cost required to cast Redis is reduced by 1 for each job Sky Pirate you control, which is sick. The job Sky Pirate you control, other than Redis, you control cannot be chosen by summons, opponent summons,
Oh, man.
which is sick.
He does not say can't become 0.
He does not.
He's essentially 0-9K.
Yup.
That says you can't touch my dudes with summons. And then Locke sits, or not Locke, Vaughn sits there and goes, hey, did you try to touch my dudes? Boop. Restand 2.
Yep.
Also, Pinello saves dudes, because Pinello says abilities can't touch him.
Yeah.
So you get to pseudo-lock them out with Hex.
And you just play Cecil. Cecil, play a dude, play Redis afterwards because it's
So
free.
all you get to do, hope you board wipe. That's all you're getting.
That's about where I think a lot of my Sky Pirates games have went to.
Is just
So,
hope you have board wipes.
yeah.
Next one.
I think this card's nutsy.
Oh, sorry, we're on Earth. Not like it mattered because Earth is also a part of this. But Vossler, 4-drop EX burst, category 12. I definitely almost said 11. Captain 8K EX burst. When he enters the field, you can search for a job king, add it to your hand when he attacks. During this turn, the cost required to cast your next forward is reduced by 2. That's the only cool part about him. I don't care about searching for a king.
I think the search for a king is fine.
Because you can search for a backup, but like, meh.
Here. I'll play Fran. Swing. Play. Search for a king.
Yeah, but what king are you searching for that matters?
I don't know yet. I'll have to find it. I'll have to figure
King
it out.
Tycoon. You're like, oh.
I thought that was the first thing I thought
about.
about and went, I have a board wipe that helps me push. I'm not against it, right? It's not the worst, right?
Leo's a king.
I'm actually about to switch
Regis.
too.
I am too.
Regis to then go find
We're only going to search in wind,
Noctis.
earth, and water.
Why are you searching in water? Oh,
Because
yeah.
my third color is
Kolka.
water. Yeah.
Regis, Leo.
Yeah,
King
Regis
Tycoon.
also gets you to Noctis, and you're playing fire earth or wind earth, so that way you can then do retainer stuff. So that way you can
fair.
facilitate your Sky Pirate.
I don't have enough space in Sky Pirates to do retainer
Well, no,
stuff.
if you're only playing Sky Pirate wind earth stuff, and then
Oh.
you're playing the retainers.
She plays Cat 12, not just Sky Pirate. Or
Yeah, she plays
Yeah.
Cat 12.
Cool.
I mainly just play Sky Pirates.
It's a 4. I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
100.
Your next forward coming in at a reduced cost of 2 because the attack is really good.
I think it's really. Honestly, I think it's like a 3. But if you're playing kings, it's a 4.
Yeah.
If you're hard playing a deck that uses a king as a part of a piece, it's a great card to have.
Edgar.
Yeah, I mean that's not terrible.
Edgar.
But I'm
Edgar.
like here's
Edgar,
the thing: Regis.
Edgar.
Regis is a good
Edgar.
choice. Leo's a good choice.
Regis is an ambassador.
There's
No,
a
I'm just messing with
Okay.
you. I just wanted to see you be like, what?
That's the other dude.
Yeah.
Leo, Regis, and Kolka. I think are your 3
Whoa.
best options.
Gotta see Cecil?
There's a Cecil.
The bad 6-drop?
Yeah.
Can you stop?
Can you stop down?
Touchy. Yeah. The one that says on it or draw.
Yeah.
There's the couple Edgars. So the
Yeah.
Edgar that
Well, sorry, I was only in my. Let me check the other colors because I was only in the colors I was worried about.
yeah. I'm thinking all kings. Like what?
Edgar's very good. What did you got here? Edgar,
Edgar, August, Edgar, Kolka,
Rain.
Curry, if
Rain's
you
a cool.
care.
Rain's a cool one.
Yeah, one Rain, Laswell, meh.
Yeah, it's literally mostly just like Edgar.
Edward.
I'm gonna go. I think
Rampier.
Yeah,
That's Rampier colors. That's really good for you.
But still,
King
I think
Barmesia.
we're at like Edgar, Leo, and Regis are probably like your 3 best. King Tycoon's a cool one of search if you're for like me who's playing Wind. But most of the time, you're probably looking at Leo because it's going to fit well in like an FFCC deck. Edward's a cool one. Edgar's a cool one
You could get away with playing this in a wool deck, though,
because it searches out pieces you need
because it searches your backup line.
Yep.
It searches King Tycoon, which then searches
and
for
makes
Ferris
other
or
things
Repia.
cheaper while on board.
Or it searches for Edgar, which will let you play something cheaper.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I still think it's like a 3 because I don't think it's going to facilitate winning a game. I think it's going to facilitate setting up a game.
Cool. Next one. X stuff. That's you, Oliver.
Yeah. 4-drop X Death EX Burst, backup Wizard DFF Cat 5. EX Burst when X Death enters the field, choose one, dull forward, remove it from the game. Why can't this have backup? Or back attack?
I wish, dude. Why? I want a back attack deck so badly.
EX Burst is not actually that bad, though.
The EX isn't bad. The remove is really good. I hate that it's a dull forward. This isn't a nice card.
Yeah.
It just doesn't want you to just go, bip, get rid of your problem.
I'd rather it be a power thing. Like, you know how, like, Raubon, Raubon makes 2 dudes fight, I believe? I'd rather this be like, hey, if its power is X or less, gone.
Do like
That would be some X Death power right there. In 8K is fine.
My favorite part is it doesn't get reduced by the line by it's not Magitech.
Oh my god, he can't say
Mannequins.
Think of Anakin when you want to say mannequin. And just add an M because you think
Because-
it's funny.
because
He looks like he's
Because-
just an outfit sitting on
And also, Anakin's just a puppet.
Palpatine's puppet. Hey, next card. Garball Gold. This was a spoiler. Not ours,
not
obviously.
ours,
We already went through ours. Looks
Is
like
this
Selfie
mine?
drew it. Yes.
Yes.
That was the joke I made. How dare you tell my joke?
I know.
3-drop summon cat 8. Doesn't matter.
Title.
Choose one. I mean, honestly.
My player is a cat 4.
Choose one character you control, dull it. Until the end of the turn, it gains this character cannot be broken, and this character cannot be chosen by your opponent's summons and abilities. If the CP paid was produced by backups, also draw a card.
I hate that you have to dull a dude, but it makes sense. Otherwise, it gives hexproof.
This is a 3. Here's why it's a 3.
I'm okay with it being a 3.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I think the dull is what makes it a 3. It'd be a 4 if you didn't dull.
No, it'd still be a 3.
Gross.
It's the bad part of Mist Dragon.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, the bad part of Mist Dragon says dull a dude damage, no touchy. This says dull a dude hexproof.
Yeah,
No
this
touchy.
one adds.
Hexproof.
This one's 2 of.
No touchy.
It literally is everything but the removal from Mist Dragon, which is the good part. It has everything but the removal.
Hey, what
from
are the
Mist
3 modes of Mist Dragon?
Summon negate, damage prevention, removal, and draw.
Where's the summon negate on here?
Cannot be chosen by opponent's summons or abilities.
That's not.
It's literally it's
No.
it's
I
essentially
get what
summon
it means.
negate.
But it doesn't stop the summon,
Sure.
which is kind of important sometimes.
The only time that's important is Amaterasu right now. I don't think there's a single other card where that matters.
Okay, James. You got me there.
Amaterasu is the only part where that matters.
He does draw you a card, though, too.
Yeah, that's what I said.
fine.
He does everything but the removal.
What I'm really hoping... Okay. What I'm really hoping is that in everybody's heads now, as they play this game, subconsciously, they're like, I want to build backups so I can use the full value of these cards.
And the game
slows down.
It's not going to happen.
And then 7CP Wool's like, I'm going to take advantage of it, and then we all just play Ixion and tell 7CP Wool to shut up. Done.
JP right now is 3 decks. That's cool. It's 7 CP Wool, Warriors of Light.
And Cat 13.
No, actually,
good. Thank God.
it's that's like your
Japan doesn't like playing aggressive decks.
yeah. It's like a B tier deck. It's not like it is a B tier deck, but like it's like the second tier of decks
Because
play.
people don't play it.
That's basically it's still good. It's just nobody plays it. It's like the second tier of cards you play. And then it's Chaos Arc because it counters Wool and set drop.
Yep.
And also, Japan really likes their control decks.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like the only reason Chaos and Arc get played is because 7 CP Wool and Warriors of Light are all multicolored decks.
Okay.
Next one.
Yeah. Hey, a new character. And Typo.
We have actually had a bunch of new characters this set.
From Typo.
I like Nomura, okay? But this art looks unfinished. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It's yours.
I think you look unfinished.
God, how do you... Thanks, James. I appreciate it. How do you say this name?
Cater Bushstar?
Qatar Bushtar?
No, because there's no Q.
No, you.
No, you. Yeah.
No, you! I believe it's still Qatar.
Qatar Bashtar. We're just going to roll with it, dude. Typo, forward, Brigadier General. When he enters the field, choose a forward of power 4K or less in your break zone. Play it onto the field. Its auto abilities will not trigger. Put it back up into the break zone. Choose forward. It gains 2K power until the end of turn. It breaks ramp here. Also, it could just replace Uzuhiza.
I think that's like the main thing it plays.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Susie, he says 1,000. It doesn't have an auto.
It also doesn't have. Yeah, it doesn't.
Suzuki's doesn't have an ETB.
Yeah, it doesn't have.
Yeah,
an
so it doesn't
ETB.
matter.
But it
ETBs
does have an oh god, they were arguing about this earlier. Is it considered a field or an auto ability when you play something for Suzy to go boop?
Suzuki's is when your opponent plays an auto ability.
Yes.
When an auto ability activates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you know there's nothing in Earth that he triggers with, so I don't know what he's played with technically from this set.
Anything?
Yeah, I just mean most of the time they
The
build
2-drop black turtle that lets you play another turtle.
But it's not a
Or
backup.
discuss. No, it's a 4.
Oh, that was backup. He's cool.
He is very cool.
He breaks backups, so if you really wanted to, you could play.
He doesn't break backups. He puts them in his break zone.
Cool. He puts backups in the break zone, so if you really wanted to, you could play a deck with him and Garland and Ignis.
Mm-hmm.
You're an Ignis.
Your mom's an Ignis.
No, he's Ingus.
That was good. We're so bad with that.
I'm Ignis.
All right, you're up next.
Gabranth.
God, another Gabby. Is it better
Two-drop-
than the previous Gabby?
2-drop Gabranth, backup, judge, DFF, cat 12. When Gabranth enters the field, choose one backup in your break zone. If you have received more points damage than your opponent, add it to your hand.
There's 12 of them.
Cool. If you get out aggroed, you pick up a dude
Yep.
for 2.
Yeah. Are you losing? Oh, here's something that might help you.
I think it's too slow to help you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said might.
I don't
Because
think
it
might's the
picks
answer.
up a backup. If it just
The
picked up a
only
dude,
thing it helps
hold on.
with. Okay.
Damage 6.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
We have more than them. They hurt me hard. Oh, it just says do a backup, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just a backup, bro.
We pick up Toto and hope we
That's
can
the
ward
only.
life.
That is the only card that makes this card worth it. Is you
If
pick
it
up
says
Toto.
forward, you can get away with Sin plays.
They're damage 6. I'll pick up Tifa.
Nah.
Do cool things.
Tifa,
But yeah,
proud.
I think the only card worth playing on this list is Shantoto or I guess Matoya because they do the same thing. But like it just doesn't.
It's a full art, right?
You're behind and backups aren't going to help you.
Here we go. Ready for this? They brought him back,
Yep.
but completely different. Go ahead, James.
I do like the full art though.
Yeah, the Bart's looking up at him.
Yep.
Do you
2-drop.
think he'll get airbending?
No.
He does have all. He does have all things. Oh my god.
He's
Bart's
spirit
is the avatar.
He's spirit bending.
He's spirit bending.
2-drop Guido, Cat 5 Sage forward. Guido cannot attack or block. At the end of each of your turns, place 1 knowledge counter on Guido. If the character you controlled has been put into the field from the break zone this turn, place 3 knowledge counters on Guido instead. Remove 3 counters from Guido. Draw 2 cards.
Guido plus Fanfred equals draw 2.
That's really funny.
You sack one of your. You put one of your dudes in break zone.
Yeah.
Fanfred Guido gains 3, and then you go, "Hey, I'll draw 2 because I killed my dude, but you get nothing because I killed yours."
Here's the thing. It has a fat ass.
Yeah, it's a 2-drop 10K.
It can't attack or anything.
If you really want a meme, you could Kuchulate it and block with it and draw a card.
It's really funny.
And then block with it, and then it's still a 10k.
It's a 10K body, dude. Like, what do you do?
And it doesn't remove the knowledge counters because they're counters. So it would keep the counters, but it just wouldn't have the text. And every time they'd go to Porom it, you're just like, it's a 10k body, but I guess I'll draw 2 before you blanket.
Boop. Yeah, like, who cares? And the
It
cost
works
is,
really good with the Carbuncle. They go to pop it, Carbuncle, protect it from almost everything. I'll draw a card. Still have counters on it.
Yeah.
Still does everything.
At the end of each of your turns, get 1. But if you... I can't tell if it's underwater and you just Fanfrit the hell out of things and you play like a little bit of Viking Splash is your better way for the draw to like really speed it up. But then I feel like you're just filling your deck full of worthless garbage with Vikings and not playing just the Vikings package. Or if you play under Lightning and you take the risk of breaks.
You know what I want to play this in?
Because like, you know what's cool is any of your 4s is put from field to break zone, which includes breaking it with that technically. So like, Trapdoor being a forward.
I was about to say, what about all the monsters that say forwards?
Tonberry for this. Actually, Earthwater.
Earthwater is the way to go for this, I think.
And it says characters you control has been put into the break zone. It's
Oh,
not
so it
just
doesn't
backup.
matter.
Oh, sick. Even better. We're good. I'm playing this with Garland, and we're breaking backups, and we're ripping, dude. I'm drawing cards for days. Did I break it? Did I break one of my backups? Garland draw. Guido draw 3.
Draw 2.
You know what you...
Draw 2. Sorry.
What?
Correction. You got me.
You can play this with Rampair.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That says
the Rampair break? Cool. I'll play a dude, and then I'll draw 2. Or, haha, joke's on you. I'll draw 2, and then I'll play a dude.
with Ignis too. You're just like, I'll break a backup, pick up a dude.
What if I played this?
Actually, I think Mono Earth just got better because of this.
What if I just played this in my Verstel deck?
No. Ardent says remove.
If you play this in your Verstel deck, you're hurting yourself hard.
All I'm saying is,
How many are you playing?
maybe like 1 or 2.
Nope, don't do it.
Don't do it?
Yep.
Okay. That's whatever.
It didn't matter what number you said. Don't do it.
I was going to say
If you said 3, you're really messed up.
I was just
I
going,
can play it in my Versatile deck because I'm maining Earth. So I can consistently...
I mean, I'm maining Earth too.
You guys are playing Verstel. You're not supposed to play anything lower than 4 at base.
That's weird. I play a bunch of 2s.
Yeah, you're dumb for it.
I
No,
play,
not. My
I
deck
play
works.
Selfie combo, so I have to play... I have some 2s.
Y'all need
But what I'm saying is, oh, you killed my Verstel? Oh, you blew
I'm
up my
actually-
dude on my turn? I'll play this Guido.
I'm
Put
actually-
3 counters on. I have to draw 2
I'm
for
actually
next turn.
thinking of taking out Versatile. But that's because I want to put another 5+ in the deck.
All I'm saying is,
that
this lets me draw 2 cards after they like stop me on my turn.
Potentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gilgamesh. That is... You did Guido, right? So my go? Yeah, I got Gil. Praetorian... Cat 5, 3 cost, 7k. If you control 5 or more backups, he gains 2k power and cannot be broken by opponents' summons or abilities that don't deal damage. Sick. When he enters the field or attacks, you can pay 3, 2 of them being Earth, 1 of any color. When you do so, choose a forward or monster, break it. I honestly think this is a solid card.
Yeah. Solid 4.
It deserves to be a legend.
It is a 6-drop that can't be broken by damage if you have 5 or more backups and breaks a dude.
It's a 8-drop. Oh, wait, 6-drop?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
3 and 3.
3 to
Oh,
play.
it's every time you... Oh, enters and attacks.
Oh, or attacks. Oh, man.
I read or attacks. You read enters. We were both messed up there. Yeah.
This is a 9k this is a 9-drop that breaks 2 dudes and it's protected.
If you can give it haste, it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Gil. Gil's a 4. Next
Solid
one.
4.
I think this has a full art. Yes, it does.
It
Sometimes
is.
you can just start to tell what has full arts and what doesn't.
It's just because of art and how they put it.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're up next.
This is one of the things I think is also a garbage art.
5-drop Glaive, EX Burst,
Yeah, I like
forward,
the other
Warrior
Glaive
of Darkness, FFL. Brave, EX Burst. When Glaive is put from the field into the break zone, choose one job Warrior of Darkness other than card name Glaive in your break zone. Add it to your hand. The job Warrior of Darkness forwards other than Glaive you control gain 1,000 power and Brave.
You know why I don't care about that? It's because I think we already have glaives that exist that do better than that.
I don't think Warrior of Darkness is that good to be playing right now.
Uh,
I think this is
I
too. I think this is too big of a cost for this to be a better card.
Opus 8 Glaive. EX Burst. When he enters the field, you can search for a card named Soul or a card named Diana. So you just search for Diana. Add it to your hand. The category FFL forwards other than Glaive you control gain 2k power. Or, back up. Getting ahead of yourself there. Yeah, I have to type all weird because this keyboard. Brave, the category FFL forwards other than him you control gain 1k in Brave. Actually, this is just a power cut version of this one. But I think the other one's cool too because he searches.
Yeah,
Instead just picks
nice.
up a dude.
It's the experts, but they're 5 costs. That's the reason I don't like them. 5 costs to grab a dude is whatever.
Oh. You've read Noct, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I still, as a
Sandworm.
whole, think it's not as good. Sandworm, 5-drop, multiplayable, theater rhythm, cat ting monster worm.
You didn't have to say it, so... Ugh.
Disappointed. During your turn, Sandworm also becomes a forward with 9k power. When Sandworm is put
I'm getting comfy.
from the field into the break zone, choose one forward, break it. Damage 3 when Sandworm attacks, choose one forward. It gains, if possible, this forward must block until the end of turn.
3. When it dies, it takes a dude with it. And at damage 3, when it attacks, it takes a dude with
I
it.
think the mono earth monsters are like this. Yeah, I'm going 3.
Yep.
That's the only reason. I think if the Leo Wool deck didn't exist, I wouldn't say
This does
is
the
3.
one thing that I want Trapdoor to do, except for by paying 2 more, I have a steady forward instead of just like...
A small dude.
Yeah. Granted, it's only a forward on my turn, which in turn makes Trapdoor seem a lot better, because if I'm going to do the same trick, I just, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
He's a 3.
Yep. You're next, sir.
Hiya! G-Assassin. Yo, this guy's a gangster. 3 costs, multiplayable, category 7, standard unit. When it enters the field, choose a dull forward. If you control 2 or more job standard unit backups, break it.
Again with the dull forward.
I like the act. I like the art.
Mm-hmm.
I hate everything else.
Yep.
It's a 2.
Yeah,
It's a 1.
I almost want to say 1.
The dull forward is the 1.
It takes up a forward spot too.
Next one.
3 drops. Sig Heart.
God, we haven't seen a Sighart in forever.
FFE forward. Sworn 6 of Paldea. When Sighart enters the field, you may dull 4 active backups you control. When you do so, choose 1 forward of cost 6 or less in the break zone. Play it onto the field. Break a crystal. Until the end of the turn, Sighart gets 3,000 power and brave.
So you're either paying 2 cards out of hand or you're tapping a backup, pitching a card, and then tapping 4 to play a 6 cost, which is fine. I'm okay with that. You essentially get a reduced guy, but I don't know if it's worth it.
Monoworth Monks. Play Ma'at.
So I get Mott back. That's cool.
Which searches you another card.
You could play Kieran.
Which triggers more cards.
You could play Ravana. You could play... We're just going off of 6 costs right now, right?
You get to play the Ingus.
You could play Sin.
The Earth Ingus. If you're trying to stay
Earth
mono
Ingus.
It's a 6-drop.
Go find a dude.
Says you grab another
Just for
dude.
another Earth dude. You could play... God, what's his name?
Ned?
No. You could play Ned.
You could play that.
You could play Chaos, which in turn will play a Dark Forward from the deck.
The 1-drop Chaos?
No, 6-drop Chaos. 6-drop Earth Chaos.
Earth Chaos.
Yeah.
I don't think of that Chaos as a Chaos. I really don't.
No,
God, I can't think of the name of the... Bosch. You could play Bosch. Jesus Christ.
3-drop Bush?
Yes.
To deal yourself a damage, go grab a dude.
Go grab a card. Like, it's not terrible. You get a dude on board and you got it.
Really, anything, like, you're probably going to look in more like the 4 range anyways. So.
Yeah.
6 drops are like if you have a card you know you want to play.
You could play Genova. A board wipe.
Yeah. It's an 8 cost, 7.
Because Genova's a 5. Next one.
Solid 3, in my opinion.
Solid 3.
I think it's a little over cost.
Once you figure out what you want to play off of it, you're going.
Yeah.
You're going places.
It's going to have a spot on what it's.
You want to you want to cascade so hard on the play.
You know exactly what you're building when you do it. That's the issue with it, I think. Not like opponent wise, but like you have to have this target.
I just thought of something. Play this. Go into Aegis. Go into Soul. Break a Chris off Soul.
This man's a fucking meme.
That's
funny. You just put it in a wool deck and you just go. Burr, 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 burr.
Yep, because you're already making crystals, so you just like use the Aegis to then go into that, and you go into.
That's a cascade.
And then you go into you go to Ferris, and if you're a damage 3, go find another dude.
Get a Refia.
Get a Refia, and then you just trigger Ferris because it says when it enters, so you hit your Aegis and your Soul, and then
And Ferris.
And
So
Ferris,
you get
so you get 3 triggers off of that, and
9,
then
10, 11, 12. That's 12k worth of pings. Are you okay, James?
Yeah, just
Moving around a lot.
sitting down.
I mean, I've been moving around a lot
sitting
too.
down a lot.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up here. I think we're almost done with Earth, and then we'll probably call it a night, and we'll recoup on the other ones. Yeah, we're almost done with Earth. We got like 5 more cards left or something. So next one, Summoner.
Whose turn is it?
Did you read that last one?
I did.
He read that.
It's your go.
Okay. Summoner, 2-drop Summoner, multiplayable. Cat 11 standard unit backup. When Summoner enters the field, you can pay 2. If you do, choose a Summoner break zone, add to your hand. Pay 1, tap, discard an Earth card, put Summoner in the break zone, choose an Earth summon in your break zone. You can cast it anytime you can normally cast it this turn. The cost is reduced by 3 when you do. I actually think this card's a solid 3.5 almost.
Explain.
I think it's better than... what's the girl you play in your Warrior of Light right now? Outside of her,
Rufia?
Cryo.
Oh, Cryo.
Outside of her being a Warrior of Light, which is what your deck does, this is much better in my opinion than that Cryo.
Why?
It doesn't have any experts, but for the same cost, you still pick up a summon, and then when you need to,
Cryo does also pick up a Cat 5.
sure. But I mean, for what you will probably most likely use her for is pick up the summon.
Yeah, because you ditch summon.
And then the other ability is pay 3. Break this, which is essentially kind of like pay 4, but whatever. Or it's pay 4 and ditch it. But you get to play a summon from your discard pile anyways. So like you get to replay.
That's fair. You're like, I'm just gonna miss Dragon for ha-has. What do you mean pay 3? It's only pay 2. Or pay 2.
Pay 2 pitch. So you have to pitch an Earth card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's pay 4 and break it, but that doesn't really matter too
to
much.
free cast a Miss Dragon and tell them haha.
Yeah,
Or free cast a
anything you
Ratsu
need,
and tell them haha.
Yeah. It says Earth Summon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But understandably,
Zeromus costing 4 instead of 7. Not terrible.
Titan costing 2.
Instead
The
of
Fight
5.
Titan. Fight Titan instead of that.
That's really good.
Kusith being free.
Costing.
Mist Dragon being free.
You just get replay the summon is the whole crux of it, yeah.
As on top of already adding a summon, which I think is nuts.
Why does this card not have a fucking full art? Next card, Noct.
Why'd the other one have a full art and this one doesn't?
And Noct doesn't? Like, it's annoying. And they're all on the card. Actually, hold on. I just think Alba and Noct are on the card, and then you have Sarah and...
These are the old... Isn't this the old arts?
What's his name? What's this guy's name in the background?
Uh,
He's a Warrior Light.
Oh, Dusk.
Dusk, thank you. All right, cool. 9 CP Noct, 9K.
Well, he's actually technically, I guess, a Warrior of Darkness, not Light.
Well, but there's 2 Warrior Lights there for whatever
There's
reason.
a Dusk that is a Warrior Light, yeah.
When Noct enters the field, you can search for up to 3 Job Warrior Darkness with different names and add them to your hand. Literally, your only targets are going to be another Noct, Glaive, Alba, or Diane.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the attack phase, during each of your turns, you may play 1 Job Warrior Darkness of cost 5 or less from your hand onto the field.
Which Glaive will work.
Yep. Final Thrust is special. Pay a lightning, pay an earth, choose a forward, break it. In Title, it's really cool because there's Nox in Title that I think are nuts when you can combine them. Warrior Darkness
like
seems
that
cool,
they-
especially because of the new Alba, which we'll get into at a later date, but I like.
I like that they made him cost more and then only recouped 6 instead of, like...
They learned.
Yeah. And he doesn't free play. He just adds
Hashtag
land.
2024 free Doga.
Hashtag 2024 Wool is sort of a problem.
Free Doga, please.
Yes, please.
Wool's easy to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't deal with Wool.
Yeah, you just Ixion their board. What are they going to do? Say you can't target their dudes? That's cool. Ixion's non-targetable. Or you Exodus their board, but whatever.
Same thing.
Same difference. Non-targetable.
Half another of another.
But yeah. He's cool because he searches. So theoretically, you could search for a Diana backup, which is good. And then you could play the Diana backup. Because it's at beginning of attack phase. You don't need to attack. Find a 1-drop if you want to. Or you can do the Diana forward that searches when she's played. Or you do Glaive who searches when he's played. So it's kind of just however you want to build out.
If they
had specials besides him, it would be a lot better. But
you find the Sid Privia. So that way you can give your give whatever Warrior of Darkness that you put, or you give Noct haste.
100%. This deck if this deck ever gets built by anybody, until right now at least, with these cards, you're just building it the same way you build Wool. Which is turn 1, play a cool backup. Turn 2, pitch your entire hand to play a Noct.
But slower.
But a little slower, yeah.
A lot
Which
slower.
is, granted, better for the game than Wool is.
We got another monk. But it's still a Prish. Oliver, you're up.
2-drop Prish forward. Theater Rhythm Cat 11 Monk. When Prish is chosen by a summon or an ability, Prish gains 2,000 power until the end of turn. When Prish deals damage to your opponent, choose 1 character in your break zone, add to your hand.
Okay, actually, low-key, that's kind of cool. The pickup of characters is kind of cool. She is a monk. She's also a 2-drop monk, so Ursula can play her. Actually, hold on. I'm turning myself onto this card now instead of turning myself off from this card. Ursula can play her from the break zone. Yang can give her Brave and an extra K. If she's chosen by anything, she gets bigger.
Even better. What's Alexander?
Hold on.
Choose it.
Chosen by
+2.
summoner ability.
And then you fight, deal your damage, draw your card off Alexander,
Oh my god.
add your card off of this.
You know what's funnier? If you Titan her,
+2K.
she gets the Titan buff and this, and then you fight.
9K. Your dude dies. I add a card. Perfect.
That's one. Actually, okay.
Here's the thing. I think monks can play it for sure.
3. Only because you can do some real cheeky shit by targeting her for things and just keep boosting her.
4.
He doesn't go up.
Yeah, I'm not going above a 4. That's crazy. 4. Ursula can fight trigger for her.
How?
She forces a monk to fight something. Is it just by her?
Ursula pops a monk to make herself bigger or to make her and somebody fight.
Oh, I thought it was just make a monk fight.
Or her deal damage to somebody.
All right, never mind then.
Yeah, no.
Never mind. That's cool. I'll stay with 3.
But there is the 3-drop monk that forces a fight trigger.
Ooh. Still 3 though. If it's not Ursula,
Yeah.
like the main card you want to play, I don't think it's worth it.
Hiya! Next one.
This fat guy.
Is it my turn?
Look at this beefy cheesecake, bro.
Was it my turn?
Beefy 5-layer burrito, bro.
I may have been looking up a card. Balo, 3-drop backup knight FFBE under Earth.
Oh, we got another Earth Knight. Let's go.
When Balo enters the field, choose an Earth character in break zone at your hand. Tap, put Balo in the break zone, choose a forward. It gains 2 until the end turn.
So he costs 1.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2. Knights can use that at like a 3.
He's an Earth Knight.
Which is like at night for knights under Earth 3, I guess. But honestly, kind of like a 2.
In multi-element decks, where you're playing Earth and your first backup is the different color, you pitch the Earth card so that way you can just pick it back up.
Yeah, I think it's just a little underwhelming. There's other Earths that do very similar things.
Yeah.
The plus 2K is nothing.
It's only because he's a Knight that I'm like super invested in this right now.
Understandably so.
Yeah. I got a Knight boner.
Hey, another night.
My go. Ramza. Another Knight. Actually, this is the most generic Knight, but I hate that it's Ramza. 4 CP, 8K, Theorhythm, FFT. If you control a job Knight, the cost required to cast Ramza is reduced by 2. If a forward you control attack this turn, the cost required to cast Ramza is reduced by 2. So he can essentially become free. I don't like that it's a Ramza, though. Because under Knights, there's so many Ramzas to choose from.
You're probably going to play the fire one anyway. So
well, there's 2 fire ones. So the issue is, are you playing Crystal Fire Ramza or are you playing Warp Fire Ramza? Warp Fire Ramza,
the one that says tap 4.
Play.
The tap 4 to do
Warp Fire
yeah.
Ramza. Because it's tap 4, break a dude, deal a point.
And play a dude on play. Off Warp.
Off
right?
Warp, yep.
So, like, honestly,
actually, I think it's play a dude on play.
That's even nuttier. Warp just makes it cheaper,
I think it is with Warp, yeah. Let me look.
But, like, here's the thing.
If it's on play, I might actually start playing that card differently. It's important for me to figure this out now.
If you're not playing that Ramza, I think you play this one because it's free. I don't think you have to worry about it.
It's just play dude on play.
Yeah, so like that, I think that Ramza.
So the warp doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah. The warp makes it cheaper. That's it. It says you buy time if you don't have anything you want to do at a certain point.
But if you do, I'm down to pitch my hand to play. Yeah. Like pitch your hand, play this, and play Corel, and then build out.
And you have Knights backups. You do tap stuff. You're fine. The only time you play this is if you're really worried about Laswell. That is the only time where the game plan is I'm Laswell control and I need to constantly put dudes on board. That's it.
That's fair. I agree.
Because it's free at that point.
Yep.
You swing Laswell, they're going to have to discard. You have a Knight on board, comes in for free. Laswell will trigger. You get the tap on attack. At the end of the turn, they'll discard.
Next one.
Is this
Oliver.
me? Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry. I was reading cards.
You're good.
Let me get back there. Sorry. There we go.
It's a 2. Dude, I hate how many of these fucking liches we get. Liches
drop
be
lich.
bitches.
It is a forward chaos theorhythm 1 for each earth backup you control. Lich gets 1,000 power. Whatever. When Lich enters the field, choose one backup in your break zone, add it to your hand. Okay, cool, whatever.
He recoups the backup.
Woo.
It's a 2.
It's a solid dumb 2.
I guess it's a backup of any color, so like it's not earth at that point.
It's a backup.
But it's a backup.
So you can essentially make Lich cost 2. And then hopefully you play that backup so you're not wasting time on a card that's a base 5.
Pretty garbage.
Yeah, no. Loyalty.
It's a 1.
1 drop multiplayable. Does the cool top check thing.
I'm just gonna.
That's lightning.
So this is it for Earth, but I really want to gush about this card really hard.
No.
You're making me wait.
Yep,
Yes.
we're waiting.
Ah!
We either do it tonight or you wait.
James, I don't have time to do it tonight.
Yeah, it's only 10. If we went skating, we'd be out till like 11 anyways.
James, I want you to know I don't have time to do it tonight.
Dang. Mr. Important here.
Fine. Little tease where we end it. So tonight we have covered fire, ice, wind, and earth, which leaves us with lightning, water, light, and dark.
Yeah.
Which we
and
will,
limit break.
and limit break. Which we will continue at a later date, probably Thursday, maybe.
Dating the podcast, aren't we?
I'll figure it out.
This Thursday?
Maybe.
All right.
I'll figure it out. Either that or Saturday.
Sure.
Cool.
I don't got anything going on.
Whatever day.
Cool. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. James, I appreciate all 5 to 7 people, 1 to 7 people, I guess is the better number range to go off, that have watched us for this almost 2-hour-esque experience, maybe 3-ish hours. I don't know.
Gonna be trying to stream more often. It's just really hard with our schedules.
Yeah.
Your schedule.
Life existing.
Hey, you're free like anytime we say, hey, you want to do something? Yeah, just pick me up.
Yeah, basically.
That's literally your entire thing is we just go, hey, we're doing this thing. Okay, I just need a ride.
Yeah, because I work ungodful hours, and so when you guys are up, I'm just like, yeah,
I'm so
sure.
mad I can't gush about this fucking card.
I
I don't know why. Overall, I think lightning is my favorite element.
I don't want you to say everything now that you're just going to say when we do lightning in the
I wouldn't. I'll just be like, go look back.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason not to do that.
All right. Thanks for watching,
Keep your
guys.
hype.
Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always...
Stay learned.
Oh, that was definitely a mic hit there.
Yeah, 100%. How could you do that?
Give me the mouse. I need
How
to
could
do
you
the
do
thingy.
that?